I mean, the last time I talked, I heard about a whole Chelsea rebrand. But if you guys want to go back to your slutty ways, going through managers,
Wow.
Let Vader speak on it.
Pimping out themselves now.
Speak your truth, Vader.
Did you know how many times I cried? You know how many times I cried, bro? Every time I see Nagelsmann coaching,
you can't call this team a golden generation. There's nothing.
Hans was asked, what is a register? I swear he said, someone.
no way.
I do it.
Once is an anomaly, twice a coincidence, 3 times is a pattern, 4 times is juju. That's my saying. So I'm sorry, it's witchcraft is happening. Football versus the empire. Football versus the empire. Football heritage. The purity of football is at stake. The purity of football against the evil, malevolent, destructive, freakish, demonic powers that seek to rule the world. Only one team can stand in the way to protect the heritage of football. Tomorrow, football faces up against tyranny. Tyranny, and we'll get there. Chelsea, Man City preview, that is our main pièce de résistance. Before we get there, we're going to talk about Disney Plus and why Zeman has bet his entire life savings as to why Girona are going to win La Liga. So we're going to talk about Girona and this amazing Disney Plus story of Girona. Could they win the league and all that crap? Real Madrid, they dropped a 5-piece. Should we put some respect on Carvajal's name? Is Vini Junior back? As Vini Junior now cooking for Real Madrid? So we'll talk about a little La Liga thing in there. Then we'll go into the Premier League. I thought Spurs was supposed to win the league. Oh, the glue. Yo, Michael talks football. Mike, I thought you were a football savant. Didn't you say, oh, Ange, he's so good. 2 L's in a row. So I want people to apologize to the GOAT analyst and say, have hope. Daddy, I'm sorry for going against you and thinking that a Bombers team known as Spurs would come close to winning a freaking EPL.
Calling you daddy is crazy, man.
That's crazy. Please. Next thing, we're going to talk about that Bomber stats padder who hasn't shown up in a big game in his entire life. The only time he showed up in a big game, he missed the penalty and scored a freaking rebound. So, should I apologize to Kane, or is he nothing but a blonde stats padder? We'll talk about that. And it gets real. Liverpool failed. Arsenal failed.
Don't disrespect us.
Real Madrid failed. There's only one team that stands in the way of Man City. One team stands in the way. We're going to have a preview of football against the evil empire. Who will win? Because let's keep it a stack. The entire footballing world will be sporting Chelsea. The entire footballing world will be blue.
I don't know about support.
Well, the entire footballing world. We're here to protect the heritage of football. Football in its purest form. Goes against the machine. Humanity against the machine. It's Terminator. This is T2. This is T2. Chelsea are John Connor. City are freaking the freaking T2000, T1000, whatever his name is. We're going to talk about that. Chelsea against Man City, and we're going to discuss why City couldn't beat Chelsea on their way to their UCL that they stole. So, guys, like the vid, subscribe if you're new. San Pellegrino, you bum-ass losers from Italy, cut the check. Cut the damn check. And have a meal, have a drink, enjoy yourselves. And I'm not late, I'm always on time. So, let's go to our first order of business. You know what? I want to start in Spain. I want to start in Spain. The lane in Spain stays mainly in the plane. So let me hit my marker right now. Let's talk about Spain. Hola chicos, hola chicos. So
that gotta be racially motivated.
So tiene 998.
Whoa, that's
I'm
mad.
gonna come first to. I'm going to come first to Mama. So before I come to your boy Elias, who is our unofficial, unpaid Catalonian, Argentinian football hot correspondent that isn't paid because no one here is paid because I don't have the money to. There's a thing called a water and electricity bill. So I needed to give me a two flexes. So you're one of our unpaid, unofficial La Liga correspondents. Girona look good.
They do.
I watched the highlights of their game. Super entertaining game. Super entertaining game. And you have to, I give them credit for the football they're playing and how well they're doing it. And it is fun seeing a different team say, what's up? So I'll ask the question, but I'll answer it as well, but I'll ask you the question. Is it sustainable? No, it's not, because it's freaking Girona. Girona cannot sustain this attacking football for a whole season. Yes, Real Madrid and Barca are much weaker, and there's maybe a better chance to do this against a much weaker Barca or Real Madrid side, but I just don't see that this is sustainable and they can outlast this for a full season. Look at Spurs. But credit where credit is deserved. But when we come back from the international break, these guys are still going to be top of the table no matter what, and that is an amazing, amazing feat. And the same Rayo Vallecano that they beat was the same Rayo Vallecano that held Real Madrid for the very first time. So that's the first thing that Girona, and also, Kule, I want you to give me your thoughts on Real Madrid. Is Vini back in town? And what are you saying about Dani Carvajal as a right back in terms of his longevity and his consistency as a right back? Kule Podcast, talk to me.
Okay, first, can you hear me? Is the audio
yes, sir.
fine?
Yes, sir. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, perfect. So let me talk about Girona first.
Oh, Lord.
They're playing great football. Props to them. They're doing absolutely fantastic so far in the season. But I still think it's a little bit too early to say, hey, these guys are going to be title contenders, because we still have to remember we haven't even reached the halfway point of the season. Before I give Girona the title of being title.
Wait, so hold on. So he's saying that you don't rep Dovbyk and Savio. Savio's all right. that player is good. Savio is a quality player.
No, of course. I'm saying.
Wait, hold on. Wait, you have something against Ukrainian? Okay, sorry. Continue.
No, I'm saying they're doing amazing. They're doing a great job. Like top of La Liga. You have to remember that last season they were actually 10th, and so to have that enormous jump, it's absolutely fantastic. But the way they're playing, I think it'll be difficult to sustain this throughout the entirety of the season. But I would have to see Girona after, I would say, the new year. Next year, January, February, I want to see where Girona is at before I say, hey, these guys can actually win the league title. And I believe the only losses that Girona have had is actually against Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And that was actually like a 3-0 spanking. But
okay, I'm just looking at the two things. So they have played Sociedad. That was a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, it was.
Have they played Barca yet?
No, they haven't.
Have they played Atleti yet?
No.
And their next game is going to be against Bilbao. So, so basically, after the international break, they've got to Bilbao. Then they have Barca away. They have Betis away. So my thing is, and then after Betis away, then they have Atleti at home. So my thing is, because you can't sustain that. Because my thing is, you cannot, as a team like this, outscore your opponents for 38 games. You can't do that. You see, the best way to have this Cinderella story that everybody's obsessed about is there has to be somewhat of a defensive solidity in there for you to be able to sustain that. Because if this is peak Barca, peak Real Madrid, yes, they will outscore you. because they had to pick Messi and they had to pick Cristiano. So they had the players that for 38 games, 40 games will outscore you. Dovbyk ain't doing that, bro. Shout out to your boy Dovbyk, man. Shout out to that. Dovbyk ain't freaking outscoring nobody. Dovbyk ain't sniffing 40 Gs this season. But continue, call the podcast.
No, yeah. So like going into that, just like, hey, I don't think that these guys can be scoring like these amount of goals like for the entirety of the season, just outscoring every single team. And so I think like a more realistic objective was just to finish in the European spots, because as I said like before, they finished 10th last season. So if they finish maybe let's say in the Europa League, or if they have like a fantastic end to the season, they finish in the Champions League spots, that's absolutely amazing. But now like talking about Madrid, I still think that Madrid and Barca, they haven't shown their best level. I think that, for example, when you have like the return of Courtois, when you have the return of Militao, when you have, I believe Bellingham is injured. I believe he just got injured. So once Bellingham returns, I think Real Madrid, and as Vinny picks up form, because like he had like a very poor start to the season, as Madrid and Barca, like they both improve, I think they're just going to surpass Girona, because I don't think that Girona can sustain this like throughout the entirety of the season. But once again, I give Girona super props, because this is something that you did not expect whatsoever. Yeah.
Who else wants to go into the whole Girona thing?
I do.
Let me come to Patrick and then to Zeman and AK. Patrick, talk to me about. Hold up. No, before you go, Patrick, do you claim Girona?
Yeah,
since your manager's brother has part ownership, so do you claim Girona?
We claim it, and I'm gonna break it down on how we have organized this sabotage, which Madrid and Barcelona have no idea about. Look, big up to the chat, man. I haven't been on the streets for a long time, but the streets have been texting me, calling me, saying, when you're coming back. So I'm gonna hit you with that African proverb first before we go in.
Yeah, people are already anticipating it already.
I know. In Africa, we say even a dog can live amongst the lions. What I'm trying to say is, people say my proverbs don't make sense, so I'm going to be explaining this to you guys. The dog is Girona. The lions are Barcelona and Madrid. I think we organized this. Let me explain to you who was in this team. Alex was supposed to be one of the wonder kids from the Man City Academy. Guess what? City took him, sent him on loan, prepared him throughout the world. They threw him everywhere. He went on loans. He played very well. Guess what Man City decided to do when people wanted to buy him? They're like, no, we're not going to sell him. Send him to Girona. The other guy, Herrera, I think he was in one of the Spanish clubs, and that club wanted to buy him. I just forgot the name. He was playing very well. He's a City.
Real.
Yeah. He came to City back. He trained with City for a while. There was rumors he might stay, and then they're like, you know what? We're gonna sell him, and they put a price. People didn't buy. Guess where they sent him? Girona. Then Savio, who was balling in Brazil, he was balling wherever he was. Guess what they did? Oh, we'll bring you to City, but go and perform first. He even said it himself weeks ago that City have promised me that if I do very well, I'm gonna go to City. What am I trying to tell people? City planned this. They went and got that manager. They have planned this. This is a downfall. I am telling you, this is not Disney Plus. This was planned. They know what they're doing. Do you know what I want?
Bro, what?
That's
a
I thought you switched to Atletico.
That's a red.
What's going on?
Give him a red. That's not a red, man.
VAR.
That's a technical foul.
Wait. As in red for him turning to Girona, or
it says Girona.
Red for the use of
it says it's COVID.
Girona virus.
Bro, it was a technical foul.
I never said it. I just showed it.
Please continue, Patrick. Please continue.
For this man. Anyway, okay. So you know what? I if it was up to me, I would tell Pep, look, Pep, we've won enough Premier Leagues. In January, do you know what I'll do, HH? I'll tell De Bruyne and Haaland to go to Girona if Girona stood top of the league to just finish off the job.
It's this arrogance.
That's
this arrogance that I can't wait for Sunday. That's my thing. Is this arrogance and this total disregard for decorum that says no, Patrick.
What did you say? Sunday.
What Sunday? Arrogance.
What Sunday. What Sunday are you talking about?
What? Who?
What's happening on Sunday?
Well, no, I have no idea. No, wait, what?
He's already looking past you.
No. Sunday, day of Sabbath. Sunday, day of Sabbath. You know, I'm having like, you know, I'm doing like this. You know, I'm just chilling out, chilling out. So no, Sunday is chill. Sabbath.
Wait. You say Sunday as if I'm supposed to shake. What's happening? We're playing that useless blue team. Don't get me started.
Z-Man, can you please speak before I react? Z-Man, can you please speak before I react?
Let me finish Girona. Let me just finish on Girona. I just look. At the end of the day, I'm just joking. I have seen these Disney Plus stories before. We saw it with Arsenal, and Arsenal were good. If Girona somehow, I repeat this to Madrid fans and Barcelona fans, this is just a warning. We will be shameless, including HH. If this Girona team wins this,
he's not wrong. He has the right to do that.
No. He
technically has the right to do that. If his club owns them.
If Girona win this league, Z-Man, Ilias, J2S, I don't even know what you are right now. Casey, Ricardo, all the guys in the doors, and I can see all of you guys in here. Nomad, Matt Mini, Mustafa Mukarab, all you guys, Red Whites, you guys, you have to be Girona fans for at least a year. You have to be. You have to be Girona fans for a year. And you have to speak Gironan. Like, is that what they speak in Girona?
Catalonia.
Zeman, thoughts on Girona.
Language.
Zeman, thoughts on.
Yeah. First and foremost, I want to say, like, we have to respect Girona for what they are. I don't think we should be.
No, Zeman, I don't have to do anything, bro.
No, you don't have to, because clearly you just don't like football. It is what it is. But anyway. But anyway, when it comes to this, I don't think City should get any credit, to be honest with you. I mean, they only own 47%. The rest is owned by other shareholders, and not to mention
only 47. Only 47.
Only so
47 is only, bro. But fair enough. There you go.
That's a lot. That's like majority.
Like Zeman. I know, like Sharks will be small. 47 is something. Okay. This ain't 12. This ain't 12, yo.
That's not full ownership. You guys talk about them like they got full ownership, as if they got buddy.
Zeman, stop being a 51 merchant, bro. Stop being a 51 merchant, bro.
No, but that's just stating facts. It's like you guys, go over that and you guys try to act like this is all City, that Girona had nothing to do with it. I mean, these guys' biggest spending is 7 mil. That's the that's the longest amount. That's the most they spend on one single player. Like, let's not try to act like this team isn't. Yeah.
Oh, Zeman, such a wonderful story, man.
No,
you're such a Disney dude, man.
That's not.
Wait. How long have you been subscribed to Disney Plus?
No,
are there any good films on there? Like, I actually want to watch Winter Soldier again, so I might subscribe.
Can I land?
Okay, sure.
Can I land?
Zeman, let Zeman land. Guys, shush, so Zeman can talk. Nobody interrupts Zeman. Let Zeman talk.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mute your mic, please. Thank you. Mute your mic, please. Thank you. What they're doing and what Michel's doing should get all the credit in the world. I don't understand why we need to talk about them fighting for a league title instead of giving them credit for what they're doing. Like, I don't understand why people aren't giving them credit for what they're doing instead of trying to shove them into, like, being like, are they going to win the league title? We've seen this before. We've seen this with Real Betis. We've seen this with Real Sociedad.
This is a competition.
No. My whole point is we're only looking at them from the lens of them winning the league title, when we've seen multiple teams that have been in this type of situation that just haven't reached it. We've seen it with Sevilla, the closest team. They ended up bottling it at the last couple of games. My thing is, why aren't we looking at it from the lens of this is a team that got promoted last season that ended up in 10th place, and then the season after that they ended up losing majority of their players, and Michel had, Michel's best partnership in the midfield. He actually ended up losing to Barcelona in the DM and Romeo, and now Alex Garcia's ended up performing well. Not to mention, fun fact, Garcia might be the first player to get chosen by the international by the international national team from Girona. Like, that just shows the lack of history that they do have. This is a very small club that's competing at the highest level. That's not to say they're going to win the league title. I don't believe they're going to win the league title. I think if they end up in a European spot, that's a great accomplishment. Like, why are we only looking at it from the lens of
that's right.
League title? That doesn't
Zeman,
make sense.
I apologize. No, Zeman, you're right. So basically, we should be complimenting them on competing rather than trying to win the title. So they're here just to compete. No. So I said you're right. I said you're right.
That's not my point. That's not my point. My point is, give them credit for the fact that this is their second season in La Liga, and the fact that they're more likely to solidify European spot. 100%. As much as this is a team without history. Let's not try to act like these guys have history.
It's like it's true, Ziman. No history. You're right. 100%. Yes.
They're not a Sevilla, so don't try to like overdo it and try.
No, Ziman. I said that you're right. No history. What they're doing is amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing.
My thing is nobody in their right mind ever said they're gonna win the league title. I don't understand why all of a sudden you're trying to.
I know, but it's stupid. Whoever says that, it's stupid.
They're clear league title. No, you started the conversation. You try to act like they were in, like they're gonna win the league title.
No, Ziman. I said that I was wrong. Ziman, I said you're right. They have no history. What they've done is amazing. They're punching above their weight, and what they're doing week to week is something to be applauded by. I never saw it that way. Ziman, you're right. I never saw it that way. You're right. You are right. You're right.
Yeah,
this guy is a scumbag. No, Ziman, this guy is a scumbag.
Yeah, he is, bro. He is. No, I already accept
I said that you're right. Ziman, I said, don't talk about any title talk. Why? They're top of La Liga. Why talking about any title aspirations? Who cares? So the team who are top, why should we talk about title? But what they're doing is they're punching above the weight. So that's amazing. I said you're right. You're right.
Again, HH has comprehension problems, bro. At what point, like it's like, yes, you can talk about them in the league title, but don't only look at it from that lens. That's the only thing. You're only looking at it from one lens, and that's it, from one perspective, and that's it. That's the problem, HH. You seem to look at it from one perspective.
I said I agree with you.
Title for a team.
Ziman, I said that you are right. What they're doing is great, and we shouldn't talk about them with regards to the title.
Yeah. You're right, man. You're right. The same guy that was trying to tell us that Spurs were going to be in a league title like.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
You're right.
Okay, you know what? AK, can you please take over?
Okay, thank you. Firstly,
can I watch AK?
Yeah, sure.
Shout out to Girona, man. I mean, they have 2 Ukrainians in their squad who they spent a combined total of 12 million on. And both of them.
That's amazing. Wait. He said how much? 12 million.
Stop, let me talk.
12. Okay, no, I'm just saying 12 million. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Both of them are miles better than that Ukrainian that's located in that bum club in West London, first of all. Another thing, they'd also beat that bum-ass club in West London. And they'd smash that bum-ass club in West London.
How many USLs do Girona have?
I don't. The fact is that a small club.
Chelsea at top of the table.
A small club would smash your bum-ass club at this moment, HH. But
I know.
Before that,
but we know how to. We would know how to win trophies. But according to Ziman, it's not about winning trophies. It's about just existing.
I never said that.
I don't know who said that. I think you're just like I think you're just like making things up in your head, HH. I'm not gonna lie, but here's the thing: they're not gonna sustain it because it's their style of play. They just try to outscore the opposition. Like at one point, the fact that their defense is not that great. If you have 2 center backs like Eric Garcia and Daley Blind, I'm sorry, I don't trust your defense. So I think that's probably going to be their downfall, but I think they can finish in the European places. I think the likes of, Sociedad and Betis have something to worry about with Girona because they can get easy UCL places without Girona, but then Girona's here, so...
okay, do you think Girona can win the league?
No, I said that. I don't think.
But you think that
it shows that
week to week they can just say what's up.
Man City's dominance. That even Man City's feeder team in Spain is doing better than Chelsea's feeder team in France. Like Strasbourg are like
but we have 2 UCLs though. We have 2 UCLs. no. But we have 2 UCLs and 2 Europa Leagues though.
I mean,
that's the thing. Like,
I mean, are you flexing?
And also, we made Barca fans try to jump out the window in 2012. So, what's what you saying?
That second-rate European trophy, H. I thought you only cared about the big trophies.
Elijah, thoughts on Girona just existing week to week, but not bothering to actually compete in a competition because competing in a competition isn't what it's about. But Elijah, talk to me.
HH from my VI.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, this Are we? What are we saying, guys? What are we saying?
Wait, is this from Family Guy?
Yeah. This is what streets. What are we saying? Streets. What are we saying? Because
wait, hold on? Where is Barca in the mix? And so are Atleti to a degree.
I don't care. I'm here for the vibes.
Whoa. That's disrespectful to my club.
No. I'm not saying that. Like, I'm here for the we're here for the memes, the vibes, the comedy. Like that's what I'm here for. Because HH, as Zeman has said, I did some digging. Bro, HH, Girona was a 4th division club not too long ago.
Oh, here comes the Disney Plus story. Let's say, so they rose from hell. They were fully poor. They used to play in their standards and everything. And now they're top of La Liga. What an amazing story. Whoa.
HH, that was your club not too long ago. I don't know what you're talking about. But speaking of Girona...
That's a lie, but no, Zeman, that's a lie, but it's for the laughs. That's a lie, but it's for the laughs. We're never as low as Girona, bro. Never compare Chelsea to Girona. Never compare Chelsea to Girona, bro. Never. We're never as low as Girona. Just to relax. Relax. Get the hell out of here, bro.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You were playing for a competition back in the 80s called the Full Members Club. I'd calm down. For Girona, I want to give them their flowers for sure because we did not see this coming. Like you don't get to see, outside of the big three, so Madrid, Barca, Atletico, we haven't really been seeing anybody else step in and try to challenge these guys in the last, say, 5-6 years. It's really been the big two, the Clásico teams, or maybe a sprinkle of Atletico. I legitimately think let's get to week 19, like I always say, because it's a 38-game season. Then we could start making, expectations and decisions. And then when it comes to the title, yeah, that is true. Sevilla did also come close a few times.
I think Deportivo won it way.
Deportivo won it 20 years ago. Deportivo was 20 years ago. Yeah, and then Valencia was with Benitez.
Yeah, but I think it won it twice. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about recently, not early 2000. I mean, a bit of pre-COVID, post-COVID stuff like that. I say if we want to talk title, let's get to week 30, 25-30, because I legitimately believe the title for a league is decided between weeks 25 to about 37. 38. If we get to the final day, that's because some people were dropping the ball, and then the math is really, really complicated. But 25 to 30, let's really pay attention to that.
What are you saying? What are you saying about Uncle Carvajal? Should we be giving him more respect?
Yes. Yeah. No, he did well today. I didn't watch much of the Premier League today. That league might be finished, honestly. But that's for another day because I do have some demands from my manager. Starting tomorrow. But yeah, for sure give Girona their flowers. I'm against the ideology of thinking that it's virtually impossible for them to do something.
Wait, is it I see some people saying consistency in ideas, right? When it comes to criticizing Arsenal, it's because they are a big club. They have won trophies. For Girona, it's a case of they never won a single. They're not. So
I know. So anything they do is amazing. No, I know.
No. That's not even it. We're just comparing club size and expectation to club size and expectation.
So so we shouldn't have So we shouldn't have expectations for Girona.
No. HH. When you were a small club, were people expecting you to win the league title? When you were
Zeman, I agree with you. Zeman, I said you're right. Because they're a small club, we should have expectations.
Be honest.
I'm being honest. No, Zeman, I said you're right. Because they're a small club, we shouldn't have title expectations for them, even if they're first. So basically, Zeman, this means nothing. This table, who cares? Because they're a small club, who cares about this table? It doesn't mean anything. So Zeman said, you're right. Zeman, I was wrong, you were right.
HH, not to mention, when you had the players, the likes of Speedy, up top, and you had the likes of, and then you were trying to save the bridge, but yet you ended up winning some little cups here or there before you got your daddy, your sugar daddy. Were you out here saying stuff like, oh man, I can't, we're not compete, we're here to compete. You were out here just enjoying Zola, man. Zola's your whole world. Let's be honest.
Oh please!
Can I make a
please.
request? HH,
No,
can I make a
but honestly,
request? One request. One request.
Okay, what's one request?
Can you bring back the table? Bring back the table.
Yeah.
Please bring back the table. I think I have a solution for Zima. Can you scroll up, please? Scroll up.
Yeah.
Scroll up. Wait, just scroll down. Scroll down on the table. Yeah, again. Yeah, go back up a bit where there's Madrid. Again. Yes, leave it there. Yes. There you go, Zima. Yeah, so that's what Ziman, that's what you want, isn't it? There we go.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay, but real quick. Okay, so
honest, that's gonna be the
let me put it out there. Where are we ranking Carvajal in terms of right backs of his generation?
We have to.
What's his generation though?
We have.
What is his generation?
So his generation is, I'm saying 20. I was saying 2014 to now. I was saying 2014 to now. Like, when did he? Because I'm trying to think. Wait, how old is he? And then we'll
probably in his 30s right now, early 30s.
So he's 31.
Yeah.
So
and
he's.
Walker is 33.
Patrick, stop it. Wait, you're saying Walker is better than him?
Oh.
No, Patrick, we can't do that. Patrick, we can't do that.
I mean,
Mega, you're on crack. Mega, you're on crack.
Whoa, that's not the same generation. Mega, don't do this.
It's not the same generation, but also you're on crack.
Yeah, it's not the same generation. But if we're talking peak-wise, I do think Walker probably has a better peak.
Exactly. I think Walker's disrespectful.
No. Okay, but Kenny. But Kenny, my argument is because, see, for me, I feel Kyle Walker is an outstanding right back. But, Kenny, look at that three-peat. And look at how important Carvajal was to that three-peat. And he was a consistent member and player for that three-peat, and that's Dubinsky in 2017. So when you just look at top-tier level football and what he did against the very best teams in Europe, holding down that right-back position for pretty much the plethora of the games in the UCL, I'm just saying there's a strong argument. For his generation.
I think he's been the most consistent.
Who are we saying are his in his generation? So it's him, it's Kyle Walker, it's...
Probably Aspilicueta is in there.
Aspilicueta.
Somebody says Sergio Roberto.
It's Sergio Roberto. Bayern, they have anyone... yeah, that's
somebody.
Danilo.
Nelson Semedo.
Can I speak on
Nelson Semedo.
So basically, what we're saying is that Lam is before.
He's the other generation. He's the
like by 2013, Lam was winding away. 2014, 2015. No, bro. If I keep it as a stack. Sorry, what do you say, Elias? Yes, what you said?
No. There's been like a lack of quality fullbacks so far in recent seasons. Like world class fullbacks. Like,
So Elias, my point is that in terms of consistency at a high level, how many right backs can you put above Dani Carvajal?
Where are we ranking one from?
No, but Carvajal has some down years as well. Let's not just the past like
No. But Kenny, the point that Elias just I don't know, the guy is mad. I ignore his comments. But Kenny, my point is that it's true he had some down years, but Kenny, how many right backs can you name ahead of Dani Carvajal of his generation?
Walker for me is consistently wise.
Only Walker.
Only Walker.
That's it. Like, and so there's been a serious lack of quality right backs on the level of Walker and Carvajal.
Trippier's decent as well.
At his best, Carvajal probably had. There's dude.
Ivanovic was before. Kolarov, Zabaleta.
Even
that's 2012, bro. That's way too. That's a lot.
All these guys are always before. All these guys are
and even them names. I'm sorry, them names.
Yeah, right.
Somebody.
Look,
Actually, not this, but for this. This is where the break comes in. The break comes in.
Oh, God.
Let me hit the break.
Dumb
There's rumors.
No, but off James said Bellerin.
Let me speak on Girona.
No.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, Abdullah, speak about Girona real quick, and I'll take your Dubinsky's and move to the next question. Go for it.
I watched some of the Girona kind of the way they play, and I think this reminds me of Leicester City when they won the league in 2016. I think what's gonna fail for Girona because of there's no European football, and I'm gonna say after the international break when they play Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, and I think they play Madrid already. They lost to Madrid, so I want to see how they feel against like Madrid, Atletico Bilbao, Atletico Madrid, and Barcelona. Then I'll be able to judge. And right now it's still even early. I think I'm gonna judge them more around February, March. That's where it's gonna be like the crunch time. I'm like, okay, I want to see how this team goes. Now, if Girona win the La Liga,
they won't apply. They're not winning. They're not winning La Liga, bro.
If Girona win the La Liga, you need to induct Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Then like, okay.
I'm not joking. You need to.
Okay. Let me put something in there. What's a greater achievement? Girona winning La Liga or Leicester City winning the Premier League?
I think for me, Girona winning La Liga.
I'm saying
Girona. Because Girona was
Kenny is Girona. Ken is Girona.
The reason is because the Madrid team and even the Barcelona team now, majority of them are kind of young and old. And if Girona win the league, despite the quality Madrid and Barcelona, those two clubs, you need to induct them.
No, because Kenny, my thing though is what Leicester did was amazing. It was bloody because remember they were in the championship, like they were in the championship.
They won the relegation battle the year before.
The relegation was a year in the previous season, but they were going up against. But can I ask you, they went up against who? Tottenham and Arsenal. This is just Girona, who remember Kenny, Leicester City. Growing up, this is the days of Emil Heskey and Mozi Izzet. So they were in the Premier League back in the 90s. Girona first came into La Liga in 2017 for the first time in their history. So let's say they already had a history being in the Premier League. So they went up, went down, went up, went down. So Girona, you first came in here in 2017. Then they got relegated. Then they came back up again. And you're going up against the might and the pull of a Real Madrid and a Barcelona.
That's true.
Wait, hold on. AK, what's it? AK and Zima, AK.
Leicester almost got relegated the year before. Like they had to have like that great escape thing.
No, AK, which is true. But what is a greater dud? Because at the end of the day, Leicester City as a club, they had already been in the Premier League before, and they were already stalwarts in the Premier League for a period of time. Girona first came into La Liga in 2017. So as amazing as it was, Leicester City was a team. They were a big team back then. So Girona ain't like Leicester City in terms of just the skill of your club.
The only problem is if Girona ends up winning, which I don't think it has a high probability or high possibility. If we're looking at Girona winning, they're gonna have to win it by 6-7 points because the pressure is gonna get to you after if they're still in the title race by week 30, the pressure is gonna get to you, man.
That's what I exactly see, man. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. 25 to 30, 34. If those guys are still around and it's not a gap bigger than 4 points, they have a problem.
Actually, wait, real quick. I just want you to see what guys are saying about this, and then I'll probably post it on YouTube. So, simple question. Since we've put it down to two, Carvajal or Walker better? Ilias, Carvajal or Walker?
Carvajal. As a better all around fullback. Carvajal, I believe defensively, Kyle Walker is better.
Yeah, see, that's where I roll with you. So Ziman, because Patrick, we already know what you're going to say because you're biased. So Ziman, Carvajal or Walker?
I would say Carvajal because I feel like he has better balance. But then again, Walker is just a superior defender.
Yes,
I think he's a superior defender.
Why did I vote?
Because we know who you're going to vote for. AK, Walker or Carvajal?
Kyle Walker.
Oh, why?
I mean, people forget, even before Man City, this guy was doing very well at Tottenham Hotspur. He was one of the Prem's best right backs then, too. So he has longevity. It's just, at Man City, he started to win the big trophies. So
Speak on it.
Jason, what are you saying? Walker or Carvajal?
Carvajal, because don't forget, people wrote him off and said he was finished after, and don't forget, he said that whole heart thing as well. And he's come back from it. So there you go.
Glowing free.
Nothing against Walker. He's a great player as well, but I just edge at Carvajal.
Kenny, Carvajal or Walker?
Yeah, I'm going Walker. I think Walker had more consistency, and that Carvajal did have some down years. But I think peak-wise, Carvajal probably has a better peak.
See, that's what I'm saying. Because if we're talking about Walker just had that consistency, but you know he was in and out of the City team, in and out of the City team. Dani Carvajal has pretty much been a stalwart of Real Madrid, and I think he had a higher peak. Like for me, but I think a consistent team that I'm with here is Walker as a 1-1 defender is one of the best I've seen. He is. I rarely see any guy get the better of Walker. He's outstanding. But going forward and defending and just the balance of two-way, Carvajal is that dude. BMF, Walker or Carvajal?
I say Walker. I think Walker is so disrespected. I think a lot of people don't actually give Walker his praise because not only he's actually a good defender, but also attacking wise, like he actually is so underrated too. Sometimes, in the final third, his cross inside the box is so underrated. I love Carvajal, but I think Walker has just been outstanding. Like the guy's just a freak of an athlete too. So yeah, Walker, yeah.
Go back to that. That's a good question that people should ask. And this is why, even though I might be biased, the thing is, no winger so far has ever adopted Walker. Never. Mbappe failed, and I thought Mbappe was going to be the one. Everybody has failed.
Wait, did someone make Walker do a little jig? I swear someone made Walker do a little jig.
Relax, Patrick. Mitoma literally made Walker dance against Brian.
Yes, I think someone made him dance. I think someone made him dance. He made him dance.
Mitoma tells some people to eyesight.
And it's true, but Patrick, it's true. That is the first time ever I've seen anyone make Walker dance ever.
But let's be honest.
They go and dig the smallest. But Carvajal has been crucified how many times? Carvajal has been crucified.
Has he been crucified?
Yes. Yeah. Greece literally.
Nunes goal against us. That was because of Carvajal.
Wait. Okay. Elijah, who are you going with? Carvajal or?
Well, both of them were good. I'm gonna take Walker because of Prem bias, but me personally, I trust Carvajal more.
All right. Abdullahi, who are you taking, Carvajal or Walker?
I think I'm gonna go with Kyle Walker because all around I think he has everything in terms of defending and attacking.
No, I don't know about that, man.
Because
he does.
The problem is
hold on. Abdullahi.
People might say Walker has been in and out of the team. I can understand, but guys, he's playing with Pep Guardiola. Even before he came to Man City in Tottenham Hotspur, he's been the best right back. People doesn't talk much about him, and his longevity you have to give it to him. He has, for me, attacking wise and defensive wise. For me, I know Carvajal is good. He's very good, but I'm gonna just edge it to Kyle Walker for me.
Okay, 76 on does. We'll move to our next topic, man. Shout out to RJ. Yeah, we might get there. If we have time, we'll talk about the Zidane Messi interview. We'll have a discussion about that if we get there. Don't worry, we'll try and get there.
We have a long discussion about that.
It's bloody Argentine, man. Shout out to your boy Blaze A, man. HH, if Struck Sport gets UCL, can CFC take their spot?
Depends.
Yeah, I want them. These guys are not getting no UCL, man.
I mean, someone's competing to be in Europe.
You guys have full ownership? You guys have like
no,
they have full ownership.
Yeah, it's full ownership. Yeah, it's full ownership.
Okay, all right. I don't know. That wasn't funny at all. Jess 3, you guys put Rodrigo with Anthony and Rafinha. Shameful. No, Rodrigo, I need to see it for a larger period of time. I know he balled and everything, but let me keep it a stack. Rodrigo has not had the best season so far, but Rodrigo at his worst, I'm taking him over Anthony and Rafinha. Rafinha is Anthony is not Brazilian. Anthony is not Brazilian. He's faking his passport. He's not Brazilian. Shout out to Father Alvaro. Chelsea should finish 20th to celebrate 20th. Shut up, man. Half up Snow Bunnies. I think I'm a little older than Messi. LL, 9th of November. Blacks don't crack. LL using being 19 to entice. Okay.
No,
shout out to your boy QC8. No, I know. QC8, being the little bro in your city, CFC fans, Barca fans. You see, okay. Now I'll say this for the umpteenth time. How many teams from London have won the UCL?
You can literally apply that for both.
How many teams in London have won the UCL? We are the biggest team in London and always have been and always will be. So until Arsenal, Charlton, Wimbledon, Tottenham figure out how to win one UCL, we own London. We rule London.
I'm not gonna lie. London's got to be the biggest city with the most shit clubs.
Yeah, and
I mean, to be honest, it's true. Like Manchester now has two UCLs now.
They're not even the same
London's
city. Like,
well, I mean, Liverpool, Everton are not really pulling their weight.
No one cares about
Everton's let us down. Everton's let the
No,
city
but is
down.
Liverpool part of England?
No.
Just let us know when you have 6. Let us know we got 6.
Wait, hold on, Ziman.
That comment, was it referring to the same city? Because Barca and Girona, last time I checked, they're not in the same city. So,
But they're in the same province, though.
Yeah, they're in the same
province.
same
city.
Oh, province, city, same thing, man. Province, city, same thing, bro.
Not really.
Father Alvaro.
Miss Smallwood. Where's Miss Smallwood?
Dunking on Barca, Real, and Atleti is harder than dunking on small London clubs like Arsenal, Spurs, and the legitimate UCL winners who finished 10th that year.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. So, guys, let's move over to Churchill, man. So, let's go to Churchill. Now, I don't know why people bought into this fake Greek dude. All right? So, you guys thought Plato would do something. Okay?
Zoom into my AVI,
No. AK, you said Plato is cooking. Everybody says, oh man, Plato, Socrates is cooking, man. So Socrates has back-to-back L's.
That's
back-to-back L's by Socrates. So, BMF, can you talk to me as to Chelsea yet again causing the downfall of Spurs, and how good is Socrates' ball really?
Now the thing with Spurs, you know the coffee, last Ange about when Chelsea won the game. I think they're overrating a little bit, in my opinion. I think what he's done a good job. Like they're playing some good stuff, but like there was a stat that came up, this during the game after the Wolves game that they literally faced in 12 games they faced 140 shots. That's not good. Like that's not good. Now they don't have
Chelsea.
That's not good because.
No. Two some UCL winners, 8 Spurs, yeah.
That Wolves game, right? I know that.
Damn, we still can't see your club, bro.
There's two UCLs. Can't see us.
Jesus.
We can't see you still.
That's
No, that's crazy. That's shameless.
BMF, continue.
What percentage is this?
BMF is talking.
The Wolves game, especially when the Wolves game. No, one thing I noticed about is that outside possession structure is terrible. Like it's terrible. Those goals, the way Wolves just scored those 2 goals. Like now he doesn't have Madison, doesn't have Van de Ven, doesn't have Romero. I don't know. Everything is just crumbling right now, and this is the thing. This is why when people try to sit there when the tires are like, it's not about. That's not how it works. With Spurs. Like this is Spurs at the end of the day. Like this is what they do. Like this is literally what they do. So they give you a little bit of hope, then they go fall down a little bit, then they continue with this. So now they play Wolves. I think they play Villa next, then City next. Yeah, it's looking big for them.
Yes, it's over. Like I think this slide will continue, which is why BMF always say to people that don't get overexcited because reality will hit. Like guys, what's also doing? As I told you, now BMF give credit to what Socrates has done, but anybody thinking that Socrates was gonna have a title challenge with Tottenham, you're stupid and you're dumb. Like I'm sorry, you're stupid and you're dumb. And what's it called? Patrick, talk to me, bro. Talk to me about Socrates' ball.
This guy, what's his name? Is it Ange Pochettino? This one, I don't know what
That's it. That's what it is. Patrick, I only did give you a yellow because you're black. When references to black people, so you only it's a warning because you're black. So black tax saved you from the yellow. So Patrick, of course I'm biased, but yes, I'm a black supremacist.
WREF.
So Patrick. Patrick. Ange Postecoglou. That is his name.
Man.
And he really is Greek. I don't recognize his Australian heritage because Australia gave freedom back to the Aborigines, you thieves. So, Patrick, talk to me. Socrates.
Shout out to the Empire.
For me, man, I was telling some guy, and I told them today, I'm in a group full of It's not racism, Morgan. Calm down. I'm in a group of YouTubers, and they were hyping Spurs. So I kept on watching Spurs. I was like, guys, this high line of this man he's playing, it's not going to go well. I was like, he's pressing with Son. I get it. It's smart. But his system is you press from the front, right? You win the ball in the final third. Obviously, when Madison is there, he can create something, he scores. It works. It works if you, obviously it's new to people and people are not used to it. It works, HH, and it was working. But at the end of the day, HH, they're gonna meet teams that sometimes are very well organized. Like Wolves away is well organized. As bad as Wolves were in the first couple of minutes when Spurs scored, they're organized. And I told people when Wolves were losing, I was like, Wolves are gonna win this game. They're like, no. I was like, they're gonna win this game. They're gonna make subs. I'm gonna win this game. This guy, HH, whose dog is that? Who's bringing?
Whose dog is that?
It was mine. It was mine. I mean,
shout out to the Coyotes, man. Continue, go for it.
Yeah. Okay, so look. I told people that with this high line of his, somebody's going to expose him. Look at today. Okay, let me just bring it back to Spurs against Chelsea. Which silly man or which manager, if you are qualified as a high-level manager, this guy, Ange, who's apparently 3 times the manager of the month in the Prem, do you see what he did against Chelsea? How stupid can you be? Sorry for my
Patrick,
language,
they were cheering him. Patrick, I got attacked for saying that. No, he went by his sword and he lost like a warrior.
You know
Patrick,
what's funny, right?
this is the first time, baby, it's the first time I've ever seen a manager play a high line with 9 men. I've never seen it before.
Even after today, like literally went down with, they got a record Fabio Vieira. Right? I didn't see Arteta pushing it.
Man, I'm telling you, this highline thing, it works when you've got centre backs that are fast and that are very good for recovery pace, or you've got a keeper who comes out off the line, which is good. But look at that, man.
How they praising this guy for that? It's crazy.
I was about to make a joke about the hairline, but I don't want to make a joke because I know.
Don't do it because we are my thing. So
I was about to say it's as high.
Touchy subjects for me.
Yeah, cool. So, but what I'm trying to say is, I told people this high line is going to be exposed in the Prem, and let me say something on this chat. Every time we play Spurs, we always hoard a loss, a L, especially Spurs away. If this man Ange, let me see how crazy he is, because he said in his interview, guys, that he's not going to change the way he plays. He didn't change against Wolves. If he plays, I told you that. I beg you, Ange, I'm begging this guy. Please, I beg you, play this high line against City with Dogo and Haaland, and you see.
No. But see, Patrick, see, I've come around from this whole thing because Patrick, I'm like, with all due disrespect, what are Tottenham? Tottenham are not here for trophies. You see, if you're trying to go for trophies and you're trying to compete with your club, Man City, that is sacrifice. But Patrick, you're not worried about Tottenham. You never were. Okay, so you don't look at them as a threat. So if they're not a threat to the thing, let's have vibes. Yeah, 5 players play a highline because if you're a club that don't know what it means to succeed or win trophies and there's no pressure for you to win trophies, heck, do whatever the heck you want and have fun, enjoy yourself.
Wait, I don't get this. You're telling me that Ange was brought in and they told him that just vibe. That's why he's playing the highlight.
Yes. Yeah. Patrick, think about it. They tried to be like a big club. That's why they brought in Mourinho and brought in Conte. It's failed epically. Because Mourinho and Conte were like, wow, the culture of this club is slightly away from being winners. So what they decided is that, no, let's go back to what we really are, which is what we're a vibes club. We're not a big club. We're not a club that's trying to go for trophies. We're a vibes club. So what makes sense is bringing a guy, so win, lose, or draw, just keep happy. Patrick, do you know why I know I'm right? When we scored, I think it was the 3rd or the 4th goal, the Tottenham fans were applauding.
Yeah, the 3rd one.
Yeah, so when we scored the 3rd goal, the Tottenham fans were applauding. So when I saw that, I get it. It makes sense now. I have no qualms. I have no quarrels. So the thing for Spurs is this is what they should have always been. Just be vibes, play good football no matter what. Don't put pressure on winning.
Why were pundits applauding it? I saw the videos. They're saying this is brilliant, this is brave. I'm telling you, HH, do you know what? I like this. And you know, Ange went in the interview and said he will continue. HH, I'm begging, come to the Etihad. I beg you. Push the line in front. You will see. Ask Watford. Watford held 8 at the Etihad because they had the guy wanted to play aggressive football. I beg you, but somebody said when it's City, he's gonna push the line back. But I don't know. I think he's here for vibes. You're right about that. But the fact that this guy has won Premier League manager 3 times, whoever is voting, whichever frauds are voting 3 times in a row, he's won it. Can you
Wait,
imagine?
he won it this year? He won it this
Yeah,
year?
he's winning manager of the month. He's won it 3 times now.
No, not.
Yeah, he's already won it.
October.
Wait. Okay, so he won August.
They said congratulations to Ange for joining the club of winning 3 in a row or 3.
Yeah. August, September.
But yeah,
October.
he's deserved it. But he's deserved it. I don't think he's
No. Patrick,
he ain't winning it this month.
He deserved it.
I think it's karma.
His 2 losses have come this month. And if you look about it in terms of what he's had to work with, the football he's played and losing Kane, he's deserved it. But my thing though is, Patrick, for Tottenham, this is fine. This is fine. Because this is a really good discussion as about where are you as a club and what's your club's expectations.
I'm not serious, yeah.
If you're a Real Madrid, Bayern, Barcelona, Man City, Chelsea, there's a certain standard that's... guys, let me just talk. There's a certain standard. There's a certain guys. Can I land my points? Can I please land my points? There's a certain standard that you expect, and if you don't meet that standard, people revolt. Tottenham, no, I don't want to hear you revolting because you have no history of trophies. You don't get to demand anything. Don't you dare demand anything. Now, if you're in relegation, fine. 6th, 7th, 8th, as long as you're playing good football, cool. So this is the right path for them. Because we shouldn't be confused. Tottenham are they're not a serious club. They're not a serious club. They're a vibes club. And that's fine. Just know who you are.
Can I speak after Elijah?
The stand up to football terrorism. What the hell is that? Can you zoom?
Oh yeah. No, that's for the Man City. That's for Man City, Chelsea.
Yeah, that's one City. Elijah, go for it. No, I don't want to say. Elijah, go for it. Elijah.
That's for a different subject. I think my thing is I've watched Postecoglou do this for a while. So like when this happened, I was not surprised because I was watching him at Celtic. And I've watched him when he was the manager of the Socceroos. Like he did the same thing at the Asian Cup in 2015. The reason why he won it is because he had somebody named Tim Cahill. That's the reason why he won it. So that wasn't because of anything else. The problem with me personally, if I don't put my fandom aside, I'm looking at this as karma. This is karma because I remember my club had to go down to 9 men. And they flexed an own goal W. So this is karma. I hope they enjoy it. Problem with Tottenham is okay with mediocrity. Let's be honest. You look at Tottenham for the last, say, 30 years or so, the only thing they've won the most is a Karabuki. They were Karabuki merchants. That's the problem. There's no demand. It was called it was called like the Littlewoods, the Worthington, Carling. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that is kind of a crazy name, but let's skip past that. They've never demanded success. It just never seemed like the club that would demand success. That's why there's clubs like Man City that exist. That's why there's clubs like United and Arsenal to a certain point. But there's Chelsea and stuff like that. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You've seen Tottenham Stadium.
Yes.
And I think they said it is one of the rare few fully modern stadiums. I think that's, and obviously the new.
It's the most modern. The most modern stadium in the world right now. Yes.
Yes. Shouldn't you demand trophies and success if you have a stadium like that with the kind of ticket prices that I'm sure that they are charging?
That's not
HH, that's not what it's made for. Let's be honest, HH. The NFL has hosted more games
Don't forget
than
Beyonce.
Tottenham have. Exactly, Beyonce. I think I had a buddy of mine who plays rugby league at Wigan's Academy. He went to the Challenge Cup final that was there. There's been other crazy events there.
AJ as well.
AJ fighting was there. Like all of these things that it's there to make money. Like I look at it like how there's a stadium in Paris called the U Arena, where it's literally just there to just host stuff. It's just there for just vibes and to make money. Like Tottenham is just a e-commerce type of football club. They just make the money, they put it in the bank, and they're like, all right, guys, we'll see you next week. Like that's literally what Tottenham is, honestly. There's never been literally a demand for, no, we want football, not just entertaining football, but football that wins games, that wins trophies. It's just the last time Tottenham won something, there was a guy named Berbatov on the squad who ended up leaving and winning leagues at United. They had a guy who's now on the radio, what's his name? Jamie O'Hara. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, bro, these guys are not serious. These guys are not serious. I think for them, now that I start looking at it, I think their run in 2019 was a low-key type of fluke. That's what it's coming down to.
It was a fluke. Let's be honest.
Because you're supposed to. Because when you want to like succeed, say if you had a moment like that, and like, oh damn, we lost in the final, that should give you the hunger to try it again.
Yeah.
And then do it again. Like for example, let's look at Pep. Pep, when they won the UCL, he said the first one is hard, but doing it again will become easier. That's somebody. And that's a club that wants, that breathes, that sleeps success. Tottenham doesn't have that type of hunger. And they're going to keep being like that every day of the week.
I'm going to go next.
So who else want to speak on this?
Can I speak?
Can I speak after AK?
Kenny, Zeman, AK, then JSUS. Kenny.
On Ange, quickly, I think that for me, especially after the game we had, like the guy is missing like probably like three of his four most important players this season. Like the centre backs, especially the way he wants to play that guy is quick. So the way he wants to play it, Van der Ven was very important for that team. And now you can't. I'm sorry, when you have Dyer and then Davies at the back, it's got like, you can't keep playing like that. You're gonna get found out. I'm sorry, like the downgrade, especially as a squad, like Tottenham will never win in the league. Except the only way they would compete for a league is if the 11 stayed fit, all of them, and then we've seen that it's not going to help.
So I'm saying them getting knocked out of the Karabuki now, it means something.
Yeah,
especially with City getting knocked out as well, because people are like, oh, okay, that's not the Karabuki. Hey, what's up with the table? No, you wouldn't be that damn Karabuki, bro. So
no, well, listen,
exactly.
even the Carabao Cup, like, is it going to change that big of a deal for Tottenham? I ain't got like I don't think that like no, but like Elijah said, like the fans they don't demand it, and even as a club, like for me, these guys honestly right now they're probably living in dreamland. Like, I think that most of these guys,
I'm sure you must know Tottenham fans. The Tottenham fans that you know, are they? How many times have you really seen them complaining about a club should do something? No, like what's it called? One of my good friends from uni, my Ghanaian guy, Tottenham fan. Yeah, he'll complain. But I've never seen him demand anything because Tottenham fans just accept what they are. And they never demand anything more than what they are. Well, okay, we're just Tottenham. Yeah, we'll complain and everything, but we're going to be there every week supporting our club. Anything more? No. That's all just what the Tottenham fan is.
And that's like most of these Tottenham fans, like last time they won a league was, I think it was the 50s. Like most guys alive right
60,
now.
61.
Like most guys alive right now, they probably haven't seen like Tottenham. All they know is Tottenham being, let's be real, before the 28, Tottenham was like top 6 maybe. They were fighting for Tottenham. And nowadays, like out of the past, like since they won the league, the past probably 10 years has been the most successful era. So I think like most guys are going to be happy with where they are. Like Tottenham is a top 6 team, and if they qualify for Champions League, it's a good season for them. That's about it. That's the club they are, and obviously the stadium is great. The stadium is incredible, but like the stadium is at the end of the day still Tottenham, the club. Just because you have the great stadium doesn't mean that the club is gonna upgrade all of a sudden. So yeah, for me that's what they are. And if Ange get them top 4, for me it would be a great season for the guy. And I don't think even Tottenham themselves they never expected to win the league. they never come up with the expectations.
And HH, that Karabuki, honestly, and also the Karabuki loss also is a bad look as well. Because when you look at who's left, like besides my club, I'm like, but Tottenham should be here. Even because since City's not there, like Tottenham should be here. And like it's like, why would you throw a competition like that away? Like that's another thing that pissed me off.
Not to, you're muted, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Zimmerman.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Tottenham, like, they're such a weird club, but I kind of get it. I get it over time, because let's be honest, they've always had a squad that can bare minimum compete for a trophy, whether that's the FA Cup, the Capital One Cup, and it feels like every time they had those squads, they never really accomplished anything. I mean, you talk about Poch's time. I mean, in Poch's time, Arsenal won an FA Cup and they didn't win anything. And the fact that this is just the ongoing trend, and let's be honest, that Capital One Cup by Big Ange, the problem with it is the problem with it is he started his weakest team against Fulham, and then he got eliminated, and they were okay with it. They were like, all right, bigger fish to fry. We're still trying to compete for a Champions League spot. But at the end of the day, your club hasn't won anything, and you've been here for a while. And your club hasn't produced. How are Arsenal produced more trophies than you? And you were at your most competitive state, and you're out here being okay with the state that you're in. And let's be honest, man, that 9-man work by Chelsea should have won by 8 goals. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, you guys should have annihilated them. And I feel like with them, we talk about them having, a center back that can recover, a creative midfielder that's been one of the best midfielders. And AFCON, they're about to lose their best DM. And then you just look at this team, not to mention Son, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose their best attacker.
Yeah.
And not to mention, by the time your center back and attacking midfielders are back, you already have your CDM and your best attacker out. So this is going to be a struggle for them, because these guys can't afford to lose any of their spine. Because if they end up losing it, they literally have the worst replacements possible. And also, you're playing in a high line, and teams are going to start figuring out that you don't have the quality, you don't have the recovery anymore. So of course they're not going to let you get away with those recovery, with your ability to recover from transition. So for me, it's just, I think Tottenham are just, they're honestly, bro, they're a joke. They make no sense. They make no sense. You're out. They don't make sense. You're out here. You're happy with the top 6. Okay, placement wise, you're competing with Man City. Placement wise, you're competing with Arsenal, who have a better team than you. Placement wise, but why don't you produce 1 cup? That's it. Just produce 1 cup. Start like small steps. Try to compete for 1 cup and actually aim to win it, instead of just being glad that you participated in it. These guys have the worst mentality amongst all the top, man. These guys have never been the same. I mean, every manager has failed under them. Let's be honest. If Ange produces 1 trophy, let's keep it real. If Ange produces 1 trophy, he'll be one of their greatest manager. He'll be one of
for
the
sure,
greatest manager,
100%.
their greatest manager of the modern era. Like, that's how much of a joke they are. Let's keep it real.
What's it called? AK then JSUS. AK.
Matrix, can you zoom into my AVI?
Oh Lord. Now this is just rude, man. This is just rude.
Shout out Big Ange, bro. After a Chelsea game, he's aged a bit. He's, his beard has become larger.
He's put on a couple pounds as well.
Yeah, he's put on a couple pounds, But I think with Spurs, it's exactly what we expected, HH. I mean, great starting 11, and it showed for, the first 10, 11 games of the season. When they didn't get many injuries, they played well. And then the Chelsea game came. They suffered 4 or 5 big injuries. And now they're back to the same team that started the year before, except they're playing a high line. So it's just an even worse version of that team. So, I mean, I'll be honest, HH, if they get into, I said it all this time. If they get in the top four, that's a successful season for them. They should
Yes.
be like, I think I think many Spurs fans and like fans, like many Spurs fans and rival fans also, like they were expecting too much of Spurs at a point. Like, if we're being honest, most of us we expect Spurs with what happened this summer to be where Chelsea and United are right now. That's the predicament we expected Spurs to be in. But they started playing really well. They had a lot of these games they were very good in, and then their expectations rose, and then they simply didn't have the squad, didn't have the facilities to rise up to that level. So for me, they'll finish fourth. I think Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool are just far better teams than them. They'll finish fourth, and that should be a good season for them. So, yeah, that's my thing on Spurs. So,
all right.
Yeah.
J2S.
Yeah, can you bring my AV?
Oh, so I'm like the AV guy now, man. All right.
See, this just sums up Tottenham in one.
Oh, wow.
Like, how does that make any sense? Like, for any other club, to do that 6 minutes, like this is what this is. As Chiellini said, this is the history of the Tottenham. Like they do this all the time. Every time we say they're in a top, like we said under, I think it was Mourinho's his full season, we said they had a good beginning when they're at the top during the whole COVID thing, and we're like, oh, they can do a tie race, but everyone was like, no, they're not. This is just they do this all the time. They have a little charge at the start of the season. A few injuries happen, they get a little setback, and they just bottle it. Like even the tiniest little setback, they bottle it. Like even today, when you're seeing their squad, we're seeing a back four of Eric Dyer, Chicken Royale, Ben Davies, and Porro, and you're still doing that ultra attack high line. Like saying on FIFA, you can change from balanced. Postecoglou's always got an ultra attack. Like I don't get it. Like he's got his centre backs playing as strikers. Like what's going on? Like it doesn't make any sense. Like the whole point is you have to adapt. When you have injuries and setbacks, managers adapt. Like you can still have the same philosophy, but you adapt. You change your game. Be more proactive. Like with Eric Dyer and Emerson Royale being your centre backs, I'm sorry, you're not doing anything with a high line.
You have to adapt
it's just to
bricks.
Yeah, and then like even Madison's out there, and they're bringing in Højbjerg. Like he was good for Southampton a couple of years ago. That's about it. Like this is what Spurs do every season. We say, even I think it was last year under Conte. They did the same thing. They had a good start to the season, then they lost to Arsenal, and it all just imploded. They do this every single season, and we've even seen Conte in his interview. He literally said, "These guys are not winners. They do not want to win at this club. They're just here to sign new contracts with F1 and the rugby and NFL and Beyonce concerts and AJ boxing there. Like that's what they are. Like how can you have one of the best stadiums in the world, but you're not an elite club? Like it doesn't fit.
It's suggested that's my thing, because I get what it's usual for. At the end of the day, how do you walk into a stadium like that literally looks like the freaking Enterprise from Star Trek, and you don't demand to win trophies? It makes no sense. Like you can't have a stadium like that looks like that, but you're like a vibes club. It doesn't compute, bro. It doesn't compute.
This is a problem with Spurs fans. They're just grateful to be there, like just to be that top four club, or maybe win a Karabuki here and there, or challenge for even that Champions League run. It's very misleading because I think that whole season in the Premier League they lost a lot away, and don't forget when you look at that tie, like Ajax bottled it when they shouldn't have bottled it. And that goal against Man City, very dubious how that all happened.
Yeah, like that should have been a Sterling hat trick. So they got lucky. No, it was fluke. Like whenever I look at that, I don't give Pochettino any credit for that. I was just like, that's just luck and individual brilliance by Son and Lucas Moura.
Yeah,
but that was just fluke and divine intervention.
Like we've never seen Lucas Moura touch a pitch after that. Like we don't remember. Does there remember anything about Lucas Moura? I remember last year's when he gave the back pass to Jota for the 4-3. Even that match last season, like that just sums up Tottenham. You're 3-0 down to Liverpool. They take off the gas. You make it 3-3 in the 93rd minute. 30 seconds later, you're 4-3 down. Like, what kind of club does that? Like today as well, you're 1-0 up. All you have to do is sit back, be defensive, compact. 2 goals in 6 minutes. Like that's ridiculous. And this is a Wolves side that's not that great either. They're relegation fodder.
Okay, let me hit on Dubinsky, then we'll get to our main topic of the day, man. So shout out to Angel CFC. Thank you for the dub, man. How do you play a high line with 9 men, but pack the bus with 11 men against Wolves? Well, if you have Diane, no, Diane and Emerson came on in them. Bro, did you know what I think? Maybe they're just disrespecting Chelsea. Because when you look at Chelsea's XG, maybe they're like, okay, you know what? We might as well gamble against Chelsea, but the gamble did not pay off, man. Shout out to your boy Christoph, says, hey, once someone leaves, let me in for a bit. Oh yeah, like Christoph, he has some big news apparently, some big news. And I think it involves Bram. Shh. Shout out to Christoph, man. Father Alvaro, can you also get a hair transplant if Girona win? Well, the thing though is that I'm proud and I'm bold, and me, Robin, and Bessos, we are the presidents of the Bold Member Society, and we have we've banned Pep. We've banned Pep from the Bold Members Association though. So bold is the new cool. Albert Ver, Spurs always take the top spot for spots to do nothing in the UCL. Yeah, look, but let's just be fair here. If they get top 4, that's a great achievement, considering them losing Kane and the fact that Levy doesn't want to spend 1 kobo. So them getting top 4, that in itself would be an amazing achievement of doing that the very first season after the stats padder left you. But yeah, I told you, that UCL final was the best chance to win the UCL and the trophy. They wet the bed, and Tottenham are never going to a UCL final in a lifetime. I can guarantee you that. They're never going to sniff a UCL final in a lifetime. Half Hope Snow Bunnies. When's Eric Ten Hag celebration stream? 30 wins in the Premier League. Oh, please, give me a break, man. Wait, BMF, are you celebrating 30 wins?
No.
Oh.
Should be celebrating. You won a game.
He's the most informed team in the league.
LL, can you move to North Korea if Logo wins the 3rd division? No, because North Korea is not a place I want to live in. Shut up. So guys, it's time.
Let me speak about Ange.
Oh no. No, Abdullah, it's time. Abdullah, it's time.
Abdullah waits until the last moment.
Yeah. I mean, why? God,
I was cooking it. Relax.
Wait, the full whistle's already been blown, and he must come back on the pitch.
Are you cooking?
He was cooking,
man.
I was cooking. Relax.
All right, thank you. Keep cooking. So, guys, we're here. We're here. So, guys, here's the thing. I want to just, guys, remind you of a few things. The first thing is which team. I just wanted to know that which team. Wait, how do I?
Like that.
Sorry, wait, hold up. How do I?
Why are you zooming like that?
So wait, you zoomed in and you scrolled last. That's it.
Wait,
Wow.
hold up. All right. Okay. I was wondering. Wait. How do you hide the number? How do you hide the number?
Level games played 4.
Bro, he has a limb frozen.
All right.
Just put your thumb over it.
So my thing here is, okay, we don't need to view that. My thing here is this:
Positive goal difference.
the team that handed Liverpool the title was Chelsea. The team
We appreciate you for that, though. We appreciate for that too.
Thank you.
They don't even won it.
The team that destroyed and embarrassed City in the UCL final was Chelsea. Now, when City won their maiden UCL, welcome to the club. You never beat us on the way to that UCL. So you never really got revenge, which I find odd. Now, I want to clear some things up right now. City are doing great. What the hell? Wait, was someone about to launch? Bro, someone was about to launch something, bro. Someone was about to launch a rocket, bro.
My bad.
Kenny, thank you. Kenny, just please, don't fire any rockets right now. So, no. But my thing here is to see. Okay, Elias, let's start here. Elias, who's the bigger club, Chelsea or Man City? In 2023 right now, who's the bigger club?
Man City.
Okay, can I respond? So, Elias, here's the thing. In totality...
Who just won...
No, Elias. In totality, we just look at of the last 25 years, and take the last 25 years in totality. So use consistency over the last 25 years. Who's the bigger club?
Okay. Who has won, I believe, 5 or 6 Premier Leagues? Who has a treble?
But is that spread over 25 years, though? It's not. No, come on. No, Elias. Okay,
I'm just throwing questions out there.
Elias, take your hate away from me and take your bias away. City are not bigger than Chelsea. Come on, bro. You surely don't believe that, Elias.
I wouldn't say just bigger just yet. I would probably say like equal footing right now. Just give like Man City like a season or two, and then they'll like surpass them. You know.
Does anyone here believe Chelsea is bigger than Man City?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do.
Does Chelsea have like the records that Man City have?
Oh, funny enough, HH, I could actually back you on this.
Okay, Zeman, talk to me.
The only thing that they're missing is, I'm gonna keep real. This is not jokes. The only thing they're missing, let's be honest. The problem is you go about trophies. That's the problem, HH. And you know that in terms of trophies, Man City aren't that far away from you. When it comes to you see, this is what I mean. This is
Zeman, they've not won a Europa League yet. Have they won a Europa League?
Your own barometer, bro. This is
Are we being serious?
your own measuring stick.
No. It's BMF. It's called a variety. UCL, Europa League. So we have a nice variety. I'm sorry, variety counts.
The only thing, I'll be honest, considering that you guys are close to in terms of trophies, even though I do think that Man City in a couple years are going to surpass you in that. Not to mention, like
Zeman,
they already surpassed them.
We have surpassed them.
No.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't. No.
Not to mention,
Behind by one.
I'm talking about in terms of gap. Now thinking about it, I think you guys have a larger fan base. That's the only thing. And I feel like if you put everything into consideration, Chelsea is on top. But I'll be honest, if Man City keep winning, their fan base is going to keep growing. Let's keep it real. At some point, if you guys keep going in the same type of mold where you're ending up,
but Simon, can we use? Aren't we using recency bias to appraise City as a club? We can't use recency bias.
No, I said you're.
So no. So Simon, in the last 25 years, who has made a bigger impact on football in the last 25 years? 25 years.
I would say City because they won a treble and they won the 4P. I mean,
Zeman, who did they beat? Zeman, for that UCL, who did they beat?
Centurions ended up winning
Real Madrid and Bayern.
3 trophies. They ended up doing
a weak Real Madrid and Bayern. Zeman, name me one top team City beat to win that UCL. Top team that you can respect. Washed up Real Madrid with a geriatric thingy.
Wait, who is it?
Wait, no, hold on. Okay, so we're comparing that Bournemouth Bayern to the 2013 Bayern.
Who did Chelsea beat the 2021 UCL?
Who won the league? The team we beat in the final won the damn league. The team we beat in the final won the damn league.
But if you want to have. If you want to have this conversation,
this guy is gonna be exposed. You're gonna be exposed.
I think in terms of Champions League, you guys could say you guys faced tougher teams, but at the
yes, we did.
At the same time,
Zeman, did they? No. Zeman, hold up. Zeman, did City beat a team as good as that Barca team in 2012 or that Bayern team in 2012? Yes or no?
No. But HH, I agree with you in that sense. But if we're talking about pure dominance and one of the best footballing team, you guys haven't produced it like
dominance.
City.
Is that what we're doing?
That's what we're saying.
So we're not using big words now. Dominance.
No. Let's be honest.
Wait, that's a big word.
You guys. I mean, let's be honest, man. Small wood tax. The HH, if we're talking about what they've done over the stretch and how they've made you guys into a bona fide Bundesliga farmers league that you guys keep rittering at every single other league, the fact that you guys are waiting for Pep to leave says a lot about their dominance. And not to mention
that's the goal manager right there.
Yeah, not to mention like the difference between you guys and them in terms of trophies, Slim. When we're talking about audience, fan base, then you guys automatically are the bigger club. But I gotta be honest, if you guys keep heading towards this direction, Man City's gonna catch up. Let's keep it.
Can I say about the fan base? I haven't seen. Look, I'm gonna be rude here. when I travel around the world, I've traveled recently to England, Portugal.
Patrick, don't
everywhere.
lie. Patrick, don't you dare lie on the stream.
No. Let me be honest with you. The company I'm working with right now, I travel a lot. Back in the days when I used to travel around, I used to see a lot of Liverpool jerseys and Man United. Guess what? These days, I'm seeing a lot of City jerseys. I don't see any Chelsea jerseys anywhere.
That's a lie.
That's fact. That's
Patrick,
fact.
that's a lie. BMF, you no, guys, don't do this. Guys, don't do this. No, guys, don't do this. It's okay, so guys. No, hold on a second, guys, hold up. No, hold it right there, guys. I'm happy to admit that City are favorites. I was right now, City are performing better now. I'm happy to admit. What I will not admit is that when you travel the world, there are people with more City jerseys than Chelsea jerseys. That is a bona fide lie. That is a bold-faced lie.
What you need to understand is that with what Serie are doing, especially the way the dominance is right now.
No. What are they? Okay. What are they doing? Tell me what City are doing. What are they doing?
By just playing good football and winning trophies. They play. What about what? I don't like C. Like you already know. I mean, I don't like C. But why can respect?
BMF. Hold up, BMF. Who do you rep more? Mourinho having that defensive record, or Pep with all of his money and what he's done?
I'm repping Pep. I'm sorry. I'm repping Pep. Mourinho. I'm sorry. I'm repping Pep.
I mean, you guys have the larger.
I'm repping Pep. I think. Yeah, because Mourinho's thing. I just love Pep's style. I love about his style of football. But going back to the C's topic is that what C are doing right now is like if other teams are not, if for example, if United, keep going on this route, they might just be so clear of us, in the next couple of years. What the point about what Patrick was saying is that let's look at for the past couple, like let's say 4 years now. There are more City fans. I've seen more City fans than Chelsea fans. I'm just being real.
And BMX,
that's a lie. You know what it is? I get it.
Bro, I see more Chelsea fans, bro. I'm gonna keep.
No, I get it. It's let's bully Chelsea. Let's poke fun at Chelsea. Chelsea are down and let's insult them and everything. I get it. No, I get it because this is a lie. But I get it. We finished 12th last season. Let's insult Chelsea and everything.
It's just on the thing that we quickly. The thing is that right now, I think they are definitely catching up. And when you take jersey sales right now, they probably have one of the two biggest stars in the world. So they're going to catch up. Like Haaland is going to sell a lot of jerseys for them. And they have bigger stars right now. And the thing is that one thing that they have that I still think we're the bigger club, but one thing that they have that we didn't have is that dominance that they have. Like these guys, since Pep has arrived, these guys he's dominated for 5-6 years. Like Chelsea, Chelsea we've had the Mourinho was 2 years, and then you had the Court, and then you had actually 1 year, and then you have these guys have done. And the thing is that their best team, they've won everything in a span of
Wait, Kenny, if this is true, then why did we beat them in the UCL final? Why?
No, but but it's just that has nothing to do with the world. I still think that Chelsea.
No, but Kenny, if City was such a big club, why did they lose to us in the UCL final when they were favourites?
They lost their first final. Most clubs lose their first final.
I don't care.
No, but a lot of clubs lose their first final. You have to. These guys since Pep has won 5 of his 6 of the last 6. That's crazy.
Sure.
But it's just if we've been these guys in the last 6 years, they've won as many Premier League titles.
Kenny, he's amazing. He's great.
It's just if like they're saying, if this keep going that way like this, I'm not gonna lie. The only thing we have over them is probably fan base. That's about it.
Yeah, it's getting closer.
Wait, let me explain that fan base thing. Ziman and everybody, I want to explain that fan base thing. Let me explain to you. Look, when I came to Ireland, right? Even everywhere I went, when you go to the airport, you used to find Man United jerseys. They were always at the front, pushed at the front. And guess what? Second was Liverpool, then Chelsea. And I'm not lying. And then Arsenal, you'd find them sprinkled everywhere because nobody cared about them. But anyway,
that's messed up.
No, I'm serious. Look, I'm being serious right now. And then you find the national team jersey, the let's say if it's England, you find the England jersey there in front. But what I'm saying is, I'm not trying to hype Man City. I used to go to do this JD Sports and these sports places. I am surprised right now when I go drop my son to play football, the amount of Haaland jerseys, Kelvin De Bruyne jerseys, even as much as Ruben Diaz, who I never thought I would see a jersey on. These kids are wearing those jerseys, even the ugly one. You know that ugly one we have, the blue one with the firecrackers on it. I don't like it. They're wearing Man City jerseys, and guess what? Let me tell you something. Life changes, and it's unfair. I know some people are attached in the chat. Somebody said you can only find Chelsea jerseys in Africa. That's true. The bootleg ones. And
Patrick.
No.
He didn't have to. Patrick, he didn't have to.
Africa,
Patrick.
like Africa.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. My
Africa is a continent, not a country. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, all I'm saying is, as much as people are hurt, I know Arsenal fans, Man United fans, Chelsea fans will be hurt. Life changes. These kids are growing up looking at Haaland. I'm sorry, they're growing up looking at De Bruyne. Nobody. Can I ask a question? Do you think anybody is saying, "Oh, when I grow up, I want to be like Modric"?
See, Patrick. Let me respond. Let me respond. No, I've got to respond.
Can I speak on this?
No. AK, sure, you can go, but see, Patrick.
Yeah, I'll go after AK, please.
So, Patrick, that was a low blow. Patrick, that was a low blow.
I'm just saying.
Patrick, Patrick, that was a low. No, that's fine. It's fine, but that's a low blow. So, Patrick, I'll respond. So now the gloves are off. Okay. So, Patrick, at the end of the day, we have a guy who won 2 trophies at the World Cup. Elias, I think you know. Because Alvarez only has a World Cup winners medal. We have a guy who has a World Cup winners medal and a best young player award medal as well. So when we go onto the pitch, the player with the most aura is Enzo. Because he's the guy with a World Cup winners medal and a young player award. No, I'm a bit... Elias, back me up, please. Okay, come on, rep Argentina.
I mean, it's tough because you have 2 World Cup winners in that team. Like, I have to say neutral.
No. Okay, Elias. It's basic logic. 2 World Cup winners. What separates them? One guy won an individual award. Another guy did not. Ergo,
another guy, he scored what's it called, a against Croatia. And
Elias, who has more awards? More trophies is the guy that he has 2 awards, World Cup winners and best young player. So Patrick, my point here is that I get it. You're on top now. And things are pretty and things are great. And we're going into this game as underdogs. And most likely we will lose. I hope we don't lose by a lot. And I hope it's not embarrassing. Patrick, all I'm saying is don't. Just don't. Because just don't. Because people are talking slick because you can't. I accept the insults, I accept the abuse. What I can't accept is the disrespect. You can't disrespect one of the biggest clubs in the last 20, 25 years. You cannot erase what Chelsea have achieved because see, Patrick, this is about respect your older brother. You see, Patrick, well, we are both from Africa. And now, Patrick, this is not like an African proverb. This is just African reality. In Africa, unlike other places, we respect our elders. You see, growing up in Nigeria, respecting your elders is something that's very real. I came to England and I see kids saying, "Daddy, screw you, mommy, piss off." I was shocked. So as an African, it's a very big thing of respect. Guys, it's true. I was shocked that my European brothers disrespected their parents. It's crazy. In Africa, elder is king. So Patrick, Patrick, we are your elders. Now, the young guy can have his time and everything, but at the end of the day, that young guy who is at the top of the world right now, he still has to his elder. Yes, sir. Yes, Oga. Yes, Oga. You still, Patrick, you still have to be yes, Oga. Yes, Oga. To your elder. Patrick, we're still your elders. You're amazing. You're doing crazy well. Pep is amazing, but we are still your elders, and you have to respect your elders. I'm sorry.
I don't respect them, Patrick. Disrespect them. Like they need a beat tomorrow. That's what I need. I need a beat down tomorrow.
I pray Haaland, please dunk on this guy.
Can I speak on this?
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me come to AK. Talk about AK.
HH. I can't believe this, but I'm gonna rep the Chelsea for tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
I'm even wearing a Chelsea jersey right now, so I'm proper Chelsea today. So
Did you get it from a charity shop?
nah, I just seem to have it, so I wore it. But I mean, here's the thing, HH. Chelsea are marginally the bigger club, but City are on your heel. They're hot on your heel. If City win another Prem or another UCL, Prem or UCL, that settles the debate. One of them settles the debate for me. City are the bigger club then. So you best hope that your little bros Arsenal or a Real Madrid or a Bayern Munich do something so that City don't win a Premier League. Do you have hope in that, HH?
Oh, we live. But actually, no, AK, hold on there. I want us to actually let's get straight into the game. So I want to stay with AK. So AK, this is what I like to do because let's be objective now, AK.
Yes.
You are in City are the favorites. So what makes it interesting? Whenever I do this analysis, I like to go from the point of view of, let's say, the underdogs. So if you're Chelsea, heavy underdogs, what do you do? How do you approach this game?
I do what you do in other big games. Play the back three, play Colwell, Badiashile, Disasi, or Colwell, Badiashile, and Thiago Silva. That's what I'd say.
Still has to play, yeah.
I'd start James. I'd play Caicedo, Enzo. I wouldn't play Mudryk. I'd play Sterling, Gallagher, and Palmer. And unfortunately, you have to play Jackson up top. I don't think, or actually, I'm unsure because the Palmer false nine actually worked well against Arsenal, who play like City. But then you'd have to start that Ukrainian long-haired fraud.
Lord have mercy.
So
I would want Palmer to be busy in the number 10 role rather than play him in the false nine. Because see, my thing about this is about counter.
Yeah,
it's true. Back three, suppressing, but my thing is transition.
I won't play back three because Colwell can't play that.
Yeah, I'm not playing Colwell. I'm sorry, man.
Wait. Before we go, did you just come here to threaten me with Kopama? Is that what you're gonna threaten us with?
Don't get Sterling.
You see, AK. No, hold on, AK. Between you and me,
our academy player.
AK. Let me just ignore. AK. See, this is why I need Chelsea just to react because see, it is this disrespect and this arrogance that is really pissing me off. It's really pissed me off.
HH, I want Chelsea to win so that the league is actually watchable.
AK, I put out the tweet. If you care about the EPL being competitive, you want to support Chelsea. Take your hatred of Chelsea away. I get that we are bigger than your bum-ass clubs, and I guess that we have more history than most of your trash clubs. But
not
for
mine.
Sunday,
Or
put that hatred aside, and support football. But my thing is that it's like, so what is it? Kojak or Palmer's a false nine?
It's very hard. Chelsea should counter because HH, we know what City are going to do. They're going to be Gvardiol, Diaz, Stones, like Walker. They're not going to play Doku.
Stones is injured. It's going to be Akanji. Stones is injured.
Yeah, so they're going to play Grealish instead of who? Instead of Doku to gain control.
Doku is going to play because
I thought Grealish plays the big games.
Isn't Doku injured?
No, he's not. He's going to cook you.
No, I thought Grealish plays the big games.
No. Grealish played the last game. Doku was on the bench.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. All we need to do is just double. Anytime Doku gets the ball, double team, squeeze him out, boom. He has nowhere to go.
Eke, do you know what happened in the last
game? I'm not leaving Doku 1v1, bro. I'm not leaving
Bernardo
Doku 1v1.
Bernardo Silva, Doku, Diaz, the list goes on. We are on the bench, resting for Chelsea.
No. But trust me, as long as our defense, as long as we defend well as a team, we're just going to shut off all the space. So we'll make sure that you have no ISO situations. So you're going up against a freaking collective. You're going up against a collective. And no, Patrick, so what do? Come. Hit you on the counter. Come. Hit you on the counter.
Wait a second.
Hit you on the counter. Patrick. We're set to get Trapinski. Come into my trap. It's like fishing.
HH, you're threatening me with Raheem.
HH, I'm sorry. I'm not too worried about the defense or even the midfield for that case. But you're not going to have much of the ball, so your midfield is just going to be used for defensive stuff. So I'm not worried about that.
I'm praying.
You have a fake Senegalese striker who can't hit a barn door up top.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Okay. Look. So guys, look. Let's be real. City, it speaks for themselves. So this is about how does football beat the evil empire. So Ziman, how does football win? How does football win? Can
I go after Ziman?
My problem is, if you look at, is Conor Gallagher available? He's available, right? Because if he's available, to me, it doesn't make sense why he doesn't start for you guys in this game. He has to start. I mean, how much defensive? He's literally your best defender when it comes to the midfield. I mean, along with Caicedo and I mean, you're gonna start. You're most likely gonna start. What is it? You're gonna start the Gallagher, Caicedo, and Enzo as your midfield pairing, which then goes to the whole idea of Cole Palmer. Is he really gonna have an attacking midfield position? I feel like Mudryk. This is the type of game where you start Mudryk if you're gonna hit teams in the counter. It doesn't make sense.
Are these the threats you guys are throwing? Zeman, Modric, Conor Gallagher.
Yeah. Because I feel like the only chance they have is they need work rate off the ball because they're not gonna have that much possession on the ball. So you need work rate, and I feel like the person that provides you with the most work rate is Conor Gallagher. And then you look at your winger options, Sterling. I mean, Mudryk has to start, and then does Cole Palmer start this type of game, or are you going to play him on false nine and just sacrifice Jackson? That's the real question. Because for me, if you're going to play counter attack, this is exactly the type of game where you play Jackson. If you're going to play counter attack, I think Palmer gives you those key passes to open up the lock. But the problem is once you hit them in the counter attack, I think Jackson gives you more up top. So you have to start with the forward.
No. But Zima, the thing about a counter-attack is you need that striker, whoever, to hold up the ball, keep possession of the ball, recycle it. City are one of the best teams in terms of pressing. And they are very intelligent in when to press, who to press, and how to just consume and restrict space. What worried me about that Tottenham game was Jackson's inability to hold the ball and protect the ball. Yeah. And that's against Tottenham. It's even not good as pressing. So the issue why I'm on and off with Jackson is, forget about goals. It's about when we get possession, can you hold on to the ball and recycle it? Hold the ball, turn the defender and hit Sterling.
Are you saying?
No, I think you can turn the defender.
Are you saying no? But I think
Kenny, against City, one of the best pressing teams. That's my thing, though, because Kenny, he looked sketchy against Tottenham, and that's Tottenham. So for Kenny, my thing is, I don't know what to do. Do you start Jackson or do you go? Because I'm worried about Fulton. I don't think works against City, bro. Palmer's a false. I don't think it works.
No, but Jackson works. Jackson works because this guy actually is really good at. Believe it or not, he's actually really good at running into those spaces, and you need a person that can run into those type of channels. I don't think Palmer's the type. I think Palmer's more a ball to feet type of player. So,
is Boja available?
No, he's not. I don't think he's available.
No.
I don't even think even if he's available, he's not fit. Like for me, it's just Jackson up top with Sterling and.
Okay, hold on. Let me come to. Actually, before Elijah comes to, let me come to the Chelsea guys. The guys can come to you, Elijah. So, Kenny, what are you saying, bro, about this game, bro? Kenny. The approach that Chelsea have, Kenny.
Yeah, for me, it's going to be similar to what we did with Arsenal, and then in these big games, like you have to soak up pressure and trying to hit them on the counter. And for me, the most important part is going to be that the midfield is going to be that Enzo Gallagher and Caicedo. For me, they have to do a work. And yet, Gallagher is 100% going to start. Like this, I'm not playing Palmer as a 10 against C. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. Nah, this is not the game for Palmer.
Where you putting Palmer? False stand or wing?
No, on the right. I think, like Z-Man said, I think that Jackson is running into the channel is going to be very important. And I think that I think that it's going to be. Mudryk is probably going to be on the bench, and it's going to be Sterling that's going to start. But especially because
right now, we need cocaine in this game. We need cocaine in this game.
You need and
Gallagher because
wait, hold on.
The thing is that as well, if you play Mudryk, the thing is that they have work on that side. So like the pace thing is going to be tough anyways. Whoever you put on that side, like you're not going to get behind Walker anyway.
And we have Josko Vadio. We have Josko the other side too. So who's
the other side?
No. So for me, let's just keep it real. Walker is the harder defender. Basically, the attacker Sterling. Don't put Sterling with Walker. Put Sterling with the weaker defender because Walker is the best.
Vadio is not exactly like. He's a very strong 1v1 defender, AJ.
No. AK, I get that. But what you have to do is, as good as Guardiola is, he's not as good as Kyle Walker. So the best you could do is who is the weaker of the two. They're both strong. They're both excellent defenders.
It's just pace. That's it. But he's also got a good pace. Actually, let me just say the truth, and let me just say this. I really want to be part of this preview. And I'm trying my best not to laugh. But the names you're bringing to the fight, let's go to your defense. Is Silva your best defender? And this guy, how old is he? 90, and he's going against Haaland.
His name is the Sil, Thiago Sil.
I'm pretty sure he's got his pension.
Can I say one thing before somebody goes? I just wanted to say something. Okay, off on the game. I watched your game against Spurs, right? And Spurs were down to 9 men. And I'm just saying this, and I'm not trying to be cocky. The reason why I'm not scared, I wasn't scared about United. I did a show on my channel and people were saying I'm being too cocky against United. I said United are going to hold 3+. I said United is easy work. And people are like, oh, United at home, they're always surprised. I said, not this United. Do you know why I'm saying not this Chelsea? I have respected Chelsea in the past. And I do respect you guys because you've got 2 UCLs. One was a fluke. Yeah, cough. But let me tell you something. I watched your game against Spurs. I repeat, you guys were 11 men against 10 men. Every time Spurs do a cross in the box, I mean like a set piece or a corner, it was almost a goal. Just Spurs were bricks to finish. But every time Spurs have got a set piece, it was a goal. Then guess what? Every time Son is given the ball, he was through on goal. He was through on goal, and Son was just, obviously, he was too excited to score. But let me tell you something. That high line, you guys don't have a high line, but sometimes when you push in front, I've noticed when you're pressing and you push in front, you leave a gap. I'm telling you, Thiago Silva, as good as he is not going to catch Haaland. Now, if they bring this man called Doku, who's playing as if he's on steroids, who's going to stop him? James, who gets injured? I'm telling you.
Wait, hold on, Patrick. So you're saying he's on? You're saying he's on steroids?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I was just saying as if.
Sure. Okay. Continue.
I'm going to tell you this, and you think I'm a juju man. James tomorrow is going to come off injured in the 20th minute after Doku spins him a few times. That's your captain, by the way. That's James. Let me be honest with you, HH. I don't see anything but a defeat for Chelsea. And if Chelsea, I even said this on my channel, if Chelsea beat Man City tomorrow, I'm going to buy a Chelsea jersey. I'm going to wear it on every stream going forward. Tomorrow, let me tell you something. Tomorrow, if Pep Guardiola doesn't go to the bridge and take the keys, adopt everybody, all the chefs together, if we don't turn that into the second Etihad, I am going to wear a Chelsea jersey going forward, and I'm going to be coming here with a Chelsea jersey. But that's not going to happen because you cannot come to the fight to threaten me with Conor Gallagher, Raheem Sterling, who's finished, who's almost 30 years old, Cole Palmer, who used to wash the boxers for Foden, and then let's not forget about Jackson, who looks like a houseboy in.
Patrick.
I don't.
I think that's wild.
Patrick, that's a yellow.
That's Epstein's mentioned. That's what you're about to say.
Patrick, that's a yellow. That's a yellow.
Let's do VR. Okay,
that's a yellow. Oh, you can't do that. That's a yellow.
Let's do VR. Okay, all I'm saying is, it's just the fact that Spurs game. Maybe I might be wrong judging you from that. I also watched you recently. You guys are not great. I'm sorry, YHH. If you guys, there's a the thing about Poch is
No, Patrick, big game. Arsenal, look at how we raised that game. Don't judge us against Brentford. Judge us in big
you
game
didn't raise
things.
your game. I think you were lucky. Against Tottenham, you're lucky.
What was the score?
Oh, don't do that.
No, Patrick, what was the score against a team who were unbeaten in their stadium? What was the score?
Oh Lord,
Can I just ask you something, HH? And a simple thing before I give the mic to somebody else. Alvarez is on fire. Foden is on fire right now. Doku is on fire. He's on form. And the thing is, somebody said double up on Doku. If you double up on Doku, who are you going to leave open? Alvarez and Haaland. Who's going to stop Alvarez and Haaland?
Yeah, HH, he ain't got no chance. I'm telling you, he got no chance. Trust me.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, what's it called? Elijah, go for it. Elijah.
HH, pull up my AV, right? HH, I tried very hard. HH, I tried so hard. This is the fight against football terrorism. HH, I may have to change this AVI because the way how Patrick just deciphered everything. HH, I feel bad. HH, I'm scared. I'm even scared, and we don't play them until after the break. And I think they come to. I think Patrick, you guys come to us, right? I think City comes to Anfield. Okay. We have a chance. We have a chance. But HH, for you guys, if Chelsea pulls a miracle, you have the right to be shameless. I'm just going to let you know now.
You do. You actually do.
You have the right to be shameless. So you can take in all the negativity, take in all the naysayers, the anti, I seen some comments on X and TikTok. Some people were saying it could turn into a battering. Yeah. Some people said it could be a screening, an adoption. Some people said Doku.
We've given them 6 at Stamford Bridge before. We've given them 6. Let's not forget.
That is true. I do remember that. That was horrendous.
No, that was at the Etihad.
Wait.
That was at the Etihad. There's some people saying no. Hold on. HH. There's some people saying, you remember when Matoma turned Joe Gomez into Ice Spice? Some people said that Doku could do that to Rejay. HH, I'm scared because
when does the halftime hangout happen?
That's my question. Because HH, here's my thing.
No, hold on.
The only reason.
Do you guys saying this stuff? I've seen this story play out before.
No.
If City win,
the problem is
if City win, the Portos fluke a 1-0 or a 2-1. It's gonna be a halftime hangout. It's gonna be a halftime hangout. It was a halftime
hangout. You need to HH. What you need to do, what I think Chelsea should do, is to attack the game from the get-go. Honestly, like. Don't be like AKA Triple G, the U.S. manager who tried to respect Holland and then got dunked on. You should be going out there with the intent to score, like the intent that you really mean business. Let's be honest. The last few games, Chelsea has not meant business. Besides the game against Arsenal, Chelsea has not meant business in the attacking end.
Okay. So Elijah, what are you saying? So you're saying we should be scared of City? Is that why you're saying that we should be scared?
No, I'm telling you, you should go into this game as you should be going in there. Like you need to. This is football heritage. We're talking about HH. This is football heritage. Show up or don't show up at all.
Elijah, are you telling me they're gonna hold half a dozen eggs?
Can I speak on behalf of?
You're holding half a dozen eggs. Don't let this happen.
Hold. Let me bring in Abdullah again. Abdullah, talk to me.
Yeah, because
I've heard what everybody have said. Like I said on my show yesterday, and I'll remember what I said again. I am confident going to City. I'm not overconfident, but I am confident against Madrid.
That's what you need to come with. Yes, you need to come with that.
See, I know people might say Nico Jackson is trash, it's garbage. I get that. I understand that. But no team in world football are unbeatable. Every team is beatable.
This is Disney again. Disney, Lion King.
Every team is beatable as long as you take your chances. My fear is not even about defender because I thought
This guy sounds like Mufasa
to match up.
Are we doing pep talks here now?
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
my
Abdullahi,
problem-
talk. Abdullahi. And also, Abdullahi, please talk with reality. I don't do Disney Plus on this channel. We don't
I
do
know.
Disney Plus.
Okay,
Talk in
my
reality,
problem
please.
is we're gonna have the chances, but are we clinical enough to take those chances? That's my fear.
No.
We will have those chances against City. That one I'm
Bro,
sure.
just look at the chances of
Are we
like going
clinical
to
enough
Jack the Mist.
to take those chances? Because Man City is gonna
Alias
give us
2012.
Man City is gonna give us maybe maximum 2-3
12.
chances, maybe 1 or 2. Then in those pivotal moments, are we confident enough to take the chance? And my biggest fear is not even the player, it's on Pochettino. I've been saying it for a very long time. My big fear is on Pochettino. Because sometimes it might have a brand fight by starting Levi Koval as a left back when you have a natural left back on the bench in Cucurella. So Poch has been doing this 3-4 matches in a row where you have a natural left back on the bench. You are playing Levi Cowell as a left back. I've said it in the past 3 matches. Levi has been trash. Let's have that discussion. He has been garbage. It's been garbage. So it depends on the lineup Poch plays tomorrow. Then we'll see how the fan base reacts.
So if Poch plays the right lineup, you believe we can beat City at the Bridge?
I believe, yeah. I have that confidence.
Okay, let's speak of this real quick.
It's all about taking chances. And I also think tomorrow, like I said, I am a big fan of Enzo Fernandez. Tomorrow, he has to announce to the world, I worth 105 million euro. I've been saying it for a very long time. I'm a big fan of him and I'm still backing him. But tomorrow, Enzo Fernandez, I will say it again, Enzo Fernandez, a World Cup winner, needs to show the world tomorrow I worth 105 million from FC Benfica. Because if it doesn't not show tomorrow, I'm going to have a serious conversation about Enzo Fernandez tomorrow. I'm not joking. The fan base has been kind of a little bit not kind of having a go at him, including me, because he's someone I kind of rate very highly. He's been hiding, and tomorrow he has to show the whole entire world. My name is Enzo Fernandez. I worth this amount of money, and I'm a World Cup winner. He needs to show it. If he does not show it tomorrow, we're gonna have a serious conversation tomorrow.
What's it called? BMF. What are you saying, man? But
I'm trying. You know, I'm trying to give you a little bit of hope in this game, but you got no chance. Like, I'm sorry, bro. What's Serie gonna do tomorrow? Especially if I see Bernardo Silva and Rodri start as a double pivot tomorrow, yeah, you basically screwed. They're gonna those 2 guys are gonna pass you. Like, at least you're gonna pass the ball to death. Like,
so you're saying that we can't stop Bernardo Silva, Rodri, and Duke, that they can't be stopped.
The one guy you took my hands all right. The one guy I think you should support is Gallagher, because you need someone like him tomorrow. You need a guy that's going to be on Rodri, Bernardo Silva's face every time, 24/7 that game. That's the guy I'm looking for tomorrow. If he actually performs well tomorrow, you have a chance. But like y'all be saying, who's going to score you your goals? Like, this guy's like, most of your guys in the final third are literally terrible. Like, I saw against United, right? We was literally against, see what the better team. Like, we had chances.
Wait, hold on, BMF. Isn't there a first for everything? A team can be really bad initially, but when cometh the hour, cometh the moment. You never use data and stats when comes a big game, because tomorrow is a new day, and there's a first for everything.
Especially after you just saw Arsenal, I think Arsenal just tied point with C in the table, right? Pep ain't playing around. Like, he's not playing around. That's the thing that's worried about C is that it's like the way they're playing. They're not playing to their best. They've not even picked yet. That's what's worrying right now. They've not actually picked. Like, they're
gonna pick tomorrow. Tomorrow is today.
And tomorrow, right? If they score 4 goals before the halftime, I think you might.
They're not scoring 4 goals. They're not scoring 4 goals before halftime. And if they win, it isn't going to be a blowout, because everybody is expecting this blowout. And I've seen this story before. It's going to end up being 2-1 or 1-0.
You have a brick as a goalkeeper in Robin Sanchez, bro. I literally sent you a link of them trying to replace you after they gave you 7-year coach.
Okay, wait, hold on. Jesus, what are you saying? Then I'll take it up, guys. Jesus, what are you saying?
Yeah, can you tell me what the 25th of August this year means to Chelsea?
Well, what does it mean? Tell me.
That's the last time we won at Stamford Bridge.
What? Say it again. Say that again.
25th of August this
Hold
year is the
on,
last
what?
time Chelsea won a game at Stamford Bridge.
Jesus.
Wait,
Let me respond.
Against Luton
No,
Town.
wait, hold
by
on.
the
Let me
way.
respond. Let me respond.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus, here's the
Hey,
thing. Jesus,
hey,
no.
that's
Just
not true.
see.
That's not true.
There's context. Context is very key, and the context
Jonathan?
is
What is the
this
context?
is Man City, and it's a different game.
So
Don't
Luton
use
is more
past
different
data.
than-
Jesus, don't use past data against a team we beat the living crap out of twice to give Liverpool the title and in a UCL final. So you have to understand that we understand City. I get it. We've not won at the bridge since 25th of August.
But that's a completely different Chelsea.
No.
The Chelsea from COVID and the Chelsea tomorrow is different.
No, la 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 la. I can't hear you, la la. No, J2S. My thing is Sunday's a new day. Sunday's a new day. So we have to ignore. So I don't want to hear anything about 25th of August. I don't want to hear anything about our poor XG. J2S, Sunday is a big game. And which club is known for performing in big games when a back's against the wall? It's Chelsea. So when a big game is around, the past doesn't matter. All that matters is good. J2S, 2012, nobody gave us a chance against Pick Messi. Nobody. What happened? We said, what's up?
Wait.
In that UCL final, City were
Well, let him speak.
evens.
Yeah, wait.
Chelsea were 100. J2S, Chelsea were 100 to 1 to win that UCL final.
Let me just say,
100 to 1.
Wait, let me just say, you just said we talk in the present, but then you talk about the past in giving Liverpool the title and beating Man City in the final.
Context.
What?
Because
What?
No. Jesus,
So it's past for one thing,
No.
but not
Jesus,
for the other.
the context is that Jesus, this is a big game. So in order for me to give you the arguments of why Chelsea are big game merchants, I've got to give you examples of big games.
You lost.
Jesus, I don't care what August 25th is irrelevant. Who cares? This is a big game. I'm giving you examples of when it's a big game. Chelsea we say what's up. We always say what's up comes a big game. And my thing about it is that everybody thinks City will win. They're overwhelming favorites. People say 5, 6, 7. Jesus, I get it. Jesus, you know what? I'm silencio. I'm not saying a word.
You're saying
I will
words
not
right
tweet.
now.
I will not tweet until from kickoff. I will not put one single tweet. I will not put an X. I will not put an X. I will. J2's approach right now. I'm not putting it because J2's. My thing is that the instant the abuse 5, 6, 7. Patrick with his arrogant, condescending self says, "Oh, who you going to throw me against?" J2's. The abuse I've received in the last 10 minutes has been ridiculous. The disrespect to my club has been filthy. But J2S, I'm silent. J2S, I'm like a mouse.
Wait.
You see, look at this video after Spurs.
Hold on. J2S.
You talk about winning big games. What's the big game you won this year? And don't say Spurs because you don't rate Spurs, so that's not a big game for you.
Exactly. Please tell us.
So J2S, we won that game against Arsenal. I don't recognize the 2 goals Arsenal scored. So that was really a 2-0 to Chelsea. So that's one. 2 is Tottenham were unbeaten before we played them. Everybody said that these guys were nobody could beat them, and we're the first guys to beat them. So that's 2 big games. So the 2 big games we had, we won. Now what?
But no one said that. Everyone didn't rate Spurs. Everyone said they're going to fall.
No. J2S.
Everyone was waiting.
No. J2S, don't you dare lie. Before that Spurs game, people said, "Oh, Chelsea, what are you going to do, man? Spurs are playing so well; they should win their favorites." And we beat them 4-1. We lubricated them in their house. So J2S. Wait. Hold on. Against Arsenal, we're winning 2-0. And I'm sorry, I don't recognize those 2 goals as Arsenal scored. So really, technically, we actually won that game.
Wait, you're flexing a win against 9 men? That we're playing a hockey line?
Yes, I am. No. Because no. Forget 9 men. What's the score? 4-1. I don't care how many men they had. What's the final score? It was 4-1. We beat the leaders in their house 4-1 in their house. Sorry, that's what we competed on. So J2S, the 2 big games we said what's up.
No, but you just on the whole thing about
J2S.
Even when you're comparing the 2 World Cup winners, like how many wins does Enzo have in the Premier League and how many does Alvarez have in the Premier League? Has Enzo reached double digits yet?
No, he hasn't. No, he's never.
Yeah, and he's not even going to, I don't think tomorrow's going to help him get to that directly because you're going to lose tomorrow as well. Like, I don't know what this whole thing about using the past and the present, like, it doesn't make sense because
He's trying to give himself hope. It's like his name. I have hope.
Yeah, because don't forget this year, I was promised this year you would beat Bournemouth, but then you drew 0-0. I was promised you'd beat Aston Villa, but you lost 1-0. I was promised you'd beat Brentford, but you lost 2-0. I was promised a win and for you to show up against Arsenal, but you bottled a 2-0 lead.
He said we'll see against Fulham, bro. I will never forget.
Bro,
Zimmer, worry about Lewandowski, bro. Worry about Lewandowski.
Brentford has won more games.
Brentford's won more at your stadium than you have this year.
Okay, J-Swiss, I'm just asking a simple question. So, J-Swiss, you're saying that Chelsea don't have a chance on Sunday?
I didn't say that. I said it's very unlikely.
So what do you think will happen on Sunday then? What do you think? You personally, what do you think will happen on Sunday?
I think City will gender reassign Chelsea.
So, okay. I want to just ask an open question. So, apart from Abdullahi, who's obviously Chelsea and everything, does anybody here believe Chelsea will win on Sunday?
I hope.
Actually,
I'm going to put a bet on it.
Actually, a win.
Hold on, Zimmer, what are you saying?
For you guys, a win is if you guys don't hold half a dozen eggs by halftime.
Elias. I'm talking to Elias. Elias.
Zeman is right. Right there. Hey, KJ, I'm just going to mention this. When was the last time Chelsea have beaten Man City?
Elias, can I respond? Elias, no, Elias, let me finish. Elias. Okay, and I'm responding. What's a bigger game, a league game or a UCL final? What game?
Do that! Oh my days!
So my thing, because when it's mattered, we beat the living crap out of them, and we made them cry, and we made them cry. So my thing is that Elias, the last time we beat them, it's mattered, which was the UCL final, sometime that they wanted. And let's keep it real. Even City know that them beating Inter, it didn't feel the same. That pain, that scar that we put inside of them in our UCL final, it still scars. Hence why they didn't celebrate that win against Inter. Because they're like, damn it, we need to beat Chelsea.
They won a treble.
Did they beat us on the way to that UCL dub? Yes or no? Did they beat us? Yes or no?
They won a treble and they did.
I'm asking you a simple question. Did they beat us on the way to that UCL dub? Yes or no?
You in the league and won a treble, please.
Sorry, back to Elias. Elias.
No, I mean, it's pretty simple. Man City are coming into this game as heavy favorites. If Chelsea are to get anything out of this, it's to play that haram football that you guys play. But what's it called? You're gonna see like the better team is gonna win them all. Just that simple. The quality, Haaland, Alvarez, Silva. I think Man City are too stacked for them to lose. And if they do lose, I'm guessing it'd be like a fortunate goal or two, or like a bad day for Man City. That's simple.
Oh, I have an answer for you. I've just checked the stats. Since Chelsea beat us in the UCL, City have spanked Chelsea 6 times in a row.
What's the aggregate?
Hold on, let me get some Dubinsky.
What's the aggregate?
What's the aggregate?
Oh Jesus!
No, I don't want to know. Hold on. Shout to Christoph. So Christoph says Man City has no fans. Those who say they are lie.
No, they are.
Patrick, why are you lying?
We have to stop doing their old stuff.
Patrick, why are you lying?
This guy, go to sleep. I think so. Go to sleep and wake up again tomorrow.
Shout out to your boy Casey. London Cowboys have also won the championship. #variety. So Casey, here's the thing though. That's a cheap shot. But the point is that Chelsea are the only club who won the UCL multiple times.
Here we go.
The Europa League multiple times. The League and the FA Cup.
Wait. Can I ask you a question?
No, wait. Hold on. No. J-Twist. How many times have United won the Europa League?
Wait.
Bro, we won.
BMF. Look at BMF. I have a simple question. How many times have United won the Europa League? How many times?
Once.
They got it twice. Twice.
So let me get this straight. Are you saying that Chelsea is the only team in England who've won the Champions League and Europa League multiple times? Am I right in saying that?
Wait, HH, isn't there a club that wears red that spanked you in 2 domestic finals that has more trophies than
Elijah, how many times have Liverpool won the Europa League?
3 times.
AJ, I didn't know you rep a second-rate European competition. I didn't know
That's crazy. You see how quiet this guy just got? You see how quiet he got? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Miguel Rabines. If I'm being brutally honest, City are on the verge of surpassing us. According to you, not according to me. They have a long way to. No. They need to sustain this for another 10 years before they surpass us. Hold on. They already have more Premier Leagues than us. Oil tax. And if they repeat the UCL, we have nothing on them. And all the results of a lack of long-term vision. Well, Miguel, again, we have to agree to disagree. I feel that we showed consistent quality over a period of 15 to 20 years. So for these guys to say what's up, for the best part of 20 years, you need to show consistent relevance. If you drop off now in the next 5-6 years, you're not bigger than us. Since 03, we have been a big club since 03. So for good parts of 20 years, we've been one of the biggest clubs in the world.
HS, can you share my screen? HS, can you share my screen?
So Patrick, for you to step towards, you need to show that you can be a big club and sustain it for 20 years.
HS, can you share my screen?
Man City win titles. Chelsea finished back-to-back 12.
AJ, can I quickly speak?
We're not doing back-to-back, so relax. And shout out to your boy Barry. No, Barry, I'll come to you. Big up the panel and the streets love, man. Thank you, Barry. Thank you for that love. Big up you, Barry, man. Big up you, bro. LC. Pep has £100 Moose's Ice's legacy in the Premier League.
Wow.
Okay, cool. That's true. But again, do we all recognize City's treble?
We do.
Wait, are we going to recognize Chelsea's Premier Leagues with blood money?
But it wasn't with blood money, though.
I mean,
it wasn't with blood money. That's a fact. No, there's no. I mean, it wasn't with the blood money, though.
Wait,
so
wait.
Our money was fair.
Wait, so can you tell
Patrick,
me about
115 charges and counting.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Okay, let me tell you something. Tomorrow it's going to be
115.
After we manhandle Chelsea, it'll be 160 charges. Tomorrow we are touching you.
Shout to Blaze. HH. City is the only big club that's to do a treble and no one cares. No cap. United and Chelsea winning Europa gathered more traction than their treble. Patrick, can you explain that when you won the treble, no one cared? Why is this? Explain this. How come?
It's quite funny. This guy says no one cares, but you're talking about it. That means you care. You're talking about it. You know what makes me laugh? There was a stream, and I'm not going to mention the channel because HH might know this channel. They spent 1 hour saying nobody cares about City's treble, but you spent an hour. So if you don't care, why are you spending an hour of your lifetime? Guys, I'm sorry. Like I've told you this many times. Things are changing. When you go in the streets, tomorrow I'm going to drop off my son to training. Every time it's City jerseys. I've never seen. I'm repeating it.
We have to stop this, guys. Like, I'm serious.
Bro, this is
I'm worried, bro. I'm actually worried.
Let me be honest with you guys. It's City jerseys, and going forward, the kids that are young right now, or these kids that are 17, 15, do you think they care about United? They want to be crying in their sleep as United is losing. I'm sorry, they're not crying as United are losing. They want Haaland. They look up to Haaland. They look up to Mbappe. That's what even PSG, as bad as PSG is, I still see more PSG jerseys than United jerseys and Liverpool jerseys.
That's due to marketing.
Wait, hold on, Casey. London Cowboys,
Jordan tax.
top 3 legends is a massive AFCON flop.
Oh.
Casey, just shut up.
You know a fact about
wait, hold on. Father Alvaro, if Chelsea get relegated, then City are bigger, but whenever getting
Actually, no. City needs
to have each.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Then we'll decide who's
Father Alvaro, hold on. LL should follow.
Your legend begging Haaland to do his celebration.
LL should follow Captain Aspie on loan. I'm never going on loan, bro. Never. It's never happening. I respect. City win 2 drone strikes to 0.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's stop.
Wow.
Blaze, hey, Patrick, were you smacking hearing Netso and Gordon?
Don't forget the Korean guy.
What's going on? What did he say?
You took on the Wolves in Newcastle games because you lost.
Come on, the Newcastle game was Carabao Cup.
They gave you away.
What about the Korean guy?
Do you know what?
The Korean guy is crazy.
The game that hurts me this season is Wolves. What Neto did to our defense, that was an adoption.
That was a better winger than any of Chelsea's.
Wait, hold on. Gatlock. If City score 4, I'm screenshotting HH holding 4.
Like I said,
No, okay, guys, let's be real. Does anybody think this is going to be a blowout, honestly,
Wait, let me speak. Let me.
on Sunday?
I want to say
It
something.
depends. It
Because-
depends.
Or AJ, choose your words carefully.
Can I say
Okay,
something?
okay. Let me just get this jobs and come on to Casey. Abdullahi talking like Sam in Two Towers. Hashtag Sam boys, but shout out to Sam boys.
That's crazy.
Half up snow bunnies. Thiago Silva, tier emoji. Bell Silva at halftime after do. Okay. All right.
Oh wow.
David C. HH, fast and pray that Michael Blackson outscores Elec.
That's a yellow.
Right.
That's a yellow for him. Can you give a yellow to the guy?
Yasin Ibrahim, without Stones, a professional 2-0. His key. So it's not going to be a blowout. It's not going to be a blowout. Well, let's hope it's not. Abdallah, I need to speak in a clash. Let me.
Oh Jesus.
Abdallah, I'll try to find space for you. Casey, City Gono, Omni Man, London Cowboys, minimum 4-0. No, it won't.
That's crazy. Omni Man is crazy.
So hold on, Abdallah, what do you want to say about Chelsea? Abdallah, what do you want to say?
I hear what people are saying, and it's even making me laugh now. And I'm gonna say right now, I'm sticking my heart out. Just are defeating Manchester City tomorrow, and I'm very confident about that.
All right, so we are basically
confidence.
The football hut doesn't recognize what Abdullahi just said. So what he
You
said,
don't even believe in your own team. Wow.
what Abdullahi said was
HH, you don't have faith in the 2-time legitimate UCL defending champs?
Elias, here's the thing. What I've said is that Sunday we're going to play and we're going to compete, and the referee will blow the whistle, and we're going to play football.
Antonio
Shut up. So, Elias, my thing is, we're going to Gatlock, don't you dare. Gatlock, don't you dare. So what we're gonna do is see, Elias. My thing is that Elias, all I want is just respect. All I want is respect. Elias, I admit they're the favorites. They're the better team. Yeah. They've recently been much more better. But Elias, it is the disrespect that I can't accept. So, and I think that when I hear stuff like 6-0, 7-0 at the bridge, our fortress, I find that highly disrespectful.
I mean, how many wins do you have at Stamford Bridge this year? Like single digit?
No, you should also ask him when did they get the sponsor for the shirt. Do you have a sponsor
No,
for the shirt?
I'm just asking. I'm asking a
sponsor
question.
for the shirt yet?
The fan
Elias, ask this
Anyway,
man. Do you have the sponsor for the shirt yet?
Let's bro, man. Yeah, well, let's bro. We have nothing to we have everything to win. The way you guys are talking. If we win tomorrow, I will call me a shameless as well. No.
I want to hear scores. So I want to hear scores. I'm not giving it a score. Patrick, score.
Oh, you asked me for a score. Can you answer me this first? Do you have a sponsor for your shirt yet?
Patrick, scoreline.
We are there. Yes, we do.
What's the sponsor?
Patrick, scoreline.
It's called Infinite Athlete.
Jason West, no one asked you. Jason West, no one asked you.
Okay.
Patrick, scoreline, Patrick.
Let's be serious for a minute here. HH is right. When Chelsea are against it, they perform. I've been thinking about this all week. I even took a day off of work to watch this game. To be honest with you, I am scared of Raheem because Raheem on his day is world class. I'm also scared of Cole Palmer, one of the best creative players in the league right now as we speak. And I'm not just saying that out of just jokes. Enzo Fernandez, 2 World Cup winner. You're right. 105 million. What a player. Caicedo.
He's strong.
No, I'm saying
Patrick, I don't want to hear any of this bull crap from you.
All I'm saying that these players coming together, Thiago Silva, legend, one of the best centre backs I've ever seen in my life, better than Maldini.
Yeah, he's strong.
Patrick, can I get a scoreline? Or I will cut you.
Okay. Let me go to the scoreline. I genuinely believe 2-1 Chelsea because you're at home.
Elias scoreline.
2-1 Chelsea.
2-0 Man City.
Zima.
I would say Your club is finished. I don't think it's gonna get to that point. I don't want to see a 6-0, so I'm not gonna predict. I'm gonna be reasonable. I'm gonna say a professional 3-0 with you leaving with pride.
Nah, Serie definitely going to concede. Serie definitely going to concede.
All right, not going to 3-0. Okay, AK score.
I'm gonna stick with my fellow West London Cowboys. I'm saying Chelsea 2-1.
Okay.
Why are you laughing then?
yeah, because he's trying to be funny. J2S scoreline.
I'm going to say 2-1 Chelsea. I'm going to put a bet on that. So I win either way. So if Chelsea lose, I'm going to come straight into the hangout.
Post that bet. Don't lie. Post that bet. We want to see it.
J2S. That's J2S. You know what?
That's a lie. Post that bet.
That's actually disgusting, bro. That's disgusting. That's a yellow. For doing that, that's a yellow. That's disgusting. Kenny, scoreline.
I'm gonna go with a draw. 1-1.
Ooh, I like that. What's 1-1, 2-2, 0-0?
1-1.
All right, Behemoth.
Don't you hate?
I'm going for a 3-1 seat. A 3-1 seat. Yeah, she are gonna concede.
Yeah, boo.
Yeah, a competitive 3-1. Yeah, that's what I'm
3-1. Yeah, 3-1.
Elijah, scoreline.
HH, I may have to go into hiding, but I'm giving you the key to be shameless. 1-0 Chelsea.
I'm lucky I'm not going to you because you're a jinx. So moving to the next topic. So no, you're a jinx. No, I'm not. I'm lying. You're a jinx. I said no. You're a jinx. No, you're jinx. You're a jinx. How do I mean this guy? You're a jinx.
Wait, he's on the panel.
No, Elias. This is a dictatorship. I don't give a damn. I'm Napoleon. What's it called? Elias.
Yeah.
Should we be repping Kane stats padding in the Bundesliga? Does it matter how well he's doing and how many goals he's scoring, or should I ignore it because he's a small game merchant? And we should only judge him when he's actually in a big game.
No, just like Bayern Munich, you only judge them in the Champions League. That's simple. You say the Bayern's Liga for a reason. What they do in the Bayern's Liga is relevant. You look at Bayern and you're going to look at Harry Kane in the Champions League. And that's your metric on.
So basically, you're not praising him at all for the amount of goals he's been scoring at Bayern. You just say, "No, it's relevant. Show me what you're doing in the UCL."
No, I mean, good job. You're scoring goals. You're doing the bare minimum. But then, like, what are you going to do in the big matches in the Champions League? For example, like that's where the biggest criticism of Harry Kane has come. In those biggest of matches, he goes.
Patrick, do you agree? Should we not offer any praise to 17 goals already, top scorer, scoring goals like crazy, and not be like, nah, what do you do against UCL? Because we've seen this before. What you're doing doesn't mean anything.
Look, if you go to my tweets about Harry Kane blocked me, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
What?
Wow, ain't no way.
He blocked me. Man, I was going hard on this guy. Every time I'm drunk, I used to go hard on this guy. This is the guy I was going hard on. Because I was telling him, I was like, man, you have no trophies. And I didn't know he was going to block me because I've seen people get blocked on Twitter by players, but I didn't know that I was that abusive. But I was going hard on this guy. I was tugging him every time saying, where's your trophy? What are you saying for Harry Kane? But let me be honest with you guys.
Wait, hold on. So maybe he made this move because of you.
It might
Patrick, you might be the reason why he actually made this move to win a trophy. So, yeah.
Imagine if he actually wins the UCL now. I'm pretty sure he's gonna tweet me. He's like, "What the UCL for?"
Of course he is.
I don't have
Bro, Patrick, he still has your at. He's gonna if he wins the UCL, he's gonna at you at Patrick. You bum ass loser. Show me a damn proverb now. So
do you know what? I used to be one of the guys who used to say, "How does a player block you?" But Harry Kane finally blocked me. It's after he did that golf video and he didn't come to City. I said, "What a coward!" I said, "What a coward and what a fraud." For not pushing for this move to City. But let me respect Harry Kane. You saw my face. I was surprised. Look, regardless the fact he's at Bundesliga, 17 goals is not a joke. I am shocked. I didn't know that he's at 17. Who's that guy at 15, by the way? Who's that guy? Who's that black brother?
Yeah,
Gerassi.
Can you Google his face? I want to see this brother.
No, we can't. No, Patrick.
He's not a peasant.
Oh, he's an unlocked character. He's a locked character.
Patrick, let our black brother live. He said,
who's that black guy? That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, big.
Locked character. Locked character.
Okay, look. Z-Man, you're trying to get me another yellow. I don't want to get a yellow. Be careful. Okay. Let me just say this. Okay, let me just say one thing though. Doesn't that prove that the Bundesliga, because people are saying Haaland has come to us and adopted the league, doesn't that prove the Bundesliga is easier? The guy is on 17 goals after how many games?
11.
I think. So doesn't that prove that this Bundesliga is actually a farmers' league as we speak? Is actually that easy? Because Harry Kane used to struggle in the Prem before he gets to big numbers. He used to struggle a bit,
Yeah.
but 17.
No. But I think basically, you know what it is. It's this whole book. It's very complicated because again, you say this though, but then there's a tweet that shows Bundesliga teams against Premier League teams. And Bundesliga teams have a much better record when they face Premier League teams. So then what do you now say? So this whole thing of like, it's a very complicated thing because you have to take into account that what this is that you have to use context. It's Bayern Munich, it's Koeman, Leroy Sané, Kimmich, the players you have around them, and the support system he has around them. And obviously, who you're going up against. Look, Kane is still fantastic, but the reason why I say this, like, here's my thing. Now, this is why it means nothing to me. Because I am what I am, and I'll never change. Kane can score 70 goals. 70. No one cares. When Lewandowski broke that rare record, I didn't give a damn. Where is your UCL? So Lewandowski could have scored 3,000 goals. We were never putting him in the same vicinity as Jaws and Benzema, because you're like, who cares what you do in the Bundesliga? Where is your UCL? So for Kane, because here's the thing, Churchill and Prince Charles will rep this 100%, because we know that Prince Charles and Churchill will say, "Oh, Kane is here, one of the best strikers in the world," because that's how sad they are. because they're still repping the only trophy they've won in 1966, only a few years after World War time. So shout out to those guys. But for me to respect you, it's what you do in the UCL with Bayern. Anything you do in the Bundesliga, he can score 3,000 goals. I don't give a damn. I don't care. When you face Real, Man City, Barca, all these guys, what are you going to do?
Can I speak on this?
Can I say one more thing before you move on?
Go for it.
Can we also say that this man ran away from Haaland? Because
speak on it. Uncomfortable conversation.
Let's be honest. I think if Haaland wasn't in this league, Kane is staying. I think he ran away. He knew that. This is too much. I think he ran away.
You can't really.
That's crazy, bro.
That's a yellow. I got a yellow for less. I got a yellow for less.
Can I speak on this?
That's a yellow. No, let me just say, before you speak, let me just say, I think this guy ran away from Haaland, but at the end of the day, you're right. I think Harry Kane is going to have to prove to us that he's the guy by showing up in the UCL. Well, how is UCL goals? How many goals does he have in the UCL, by the way?
I think it's 4.
But okay, HH, before I go, can you just send me a text of that guy who's got 15 goals? Because I want to see who that brother is. Because the brother is repping 15 goals. And what team is he playing for?
Stuttgart. Stuttgart.
And he's got 15 goals.
Yeah, it's one season wonder tax. One season wonder tax.
Oh, wait, can I say something? What if this brother surpasses Kane? What are we gonna say?
Wait, hold on. Before you go, so Marcy has wants to compliment you. Premier League is a farmers' league. Pipe down, Patrick, you piece of crap, loser, hypocrite. So Patrick, she called you a piece of crap, loser, hypocrite. So we want to respond.
Can I ask a question? Let me ask a simple thing. If the top, let me say a few tips. I think if Arsenal went to Bundesliga, Arsenal winning that league.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Wait.
Hold on.
With or without Bayern? With or without Bayern?
With or without Bayern, yeah.
Bayern there.
They're challenging.
Patrick,
they're challenging.
I agree. No, let's be real.
Arsenal are not winning the league with Bayern. No. Hold on. If you remove Bayern, do Arsenal win that league? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
One more question.
You just being there.
Wait. Do you know how
one more question?
Over the last 10 years, Arsenal have been shit.
Yeah, if Man City go to Bundesliga right now.
Oh, for sure they win. Yes, they win.
20
easily.
What about Liverpool?
20 in a row.
Wait. Liverpool now? I don't know. Now,
not this Liverpool. I'm telling you.
Liverpool, easy.
Peak Liverpool easily, yeah.
Bro,
And where does Bayern
Arsenal-
finish in the Prem right now? Where does Bayern finish in the Prem right now?
Second.
No. Okay, wait, hold up.
Yeah, second.
With City or without City?
With
City.
Oh no, with City, second.
Without City, they come first.
And but remove City, ban win there. But
Wait,
Bayern
are
win.
you saying that with this the way Dortmund and Bayern won the league last season, you think Arsenal gonna give the title like that just to Bayern in the
They
last
literally did last season.
Wait, they were a better team this season. They literally have the best.
Wait. Can I just say one for BMF?
Wait, hold up. J West, and then Zeman, J West.
BMF. At least Dortmund took the title race to the last day. Arsenal bottled it. With how many games to go, at least they showed a bit of fight.
Losing
and
is
this
losing,
this whole thing that Arsenal win the Bundesliga, they'll never win 10 in a row because they've been so inconsistent for the past 10 years. Let's not forget, this is Arsenal's peak now.
Yeah. Again, how do we know that these guys wouldn't bottle it again, being up top and the pressure coming to them? Like, I'm sorry, like they did it in the EPL where they should have won the league. That was their year to win it. How do we know that's not going to happen again?
Yeah, for me, no. I'm sorry. So anybody say, "Oh, Arsenal definitely win the Bundesliga"? Shut up. No. Sorry, no. I'm not ready to go out on a limb there. No. Sorry, no.
I see what you're saying. I see.
Wait. So I mean, Bama, you want to say something?
Yeah, I think I think we can right now. He's doing what I expect him to do. Like you should always be scoring this amount of goals because that's what your ability. That's what you are. But I think Bundesliga is a farmers league. It's always been a farmers league. I think what's going to happen with Kane, right? The only way we're going to respect him is what he does in the Champions League. If he drives Bayern and wins them, probably a trouble in the Champions League, bro. And that's where we can put respect on your name. But now you're just scoring 17 now. Like you gotta do more.
We'll score. AK, what's saying? AK.
I mean, firstly, on like the Bundesliga Prem thing, let's be honest. The Prem rides the coattails of Man City. They ride the coattails of Man City. Apart from Man City, there's no Premier League team, maybe Arsenal, that you could put like in the top 3 or top 4 in the world, in my opinion.
I mean,
Liverpool. No, and also, AK, my thing though is for Arsenal, you've just arrived here and everything. Like,
they have to win something.
There's not a large resume of you're not established. You see, Liverpool was what's it called? Lost league by 1 point. Sorry, UCL final, lost league by 1 point, UCL winners, league winners. So there was like a good thing. Because AK, let's see how Arsenal, they may finish second, then they get to the UCL semis. What if they get knocked out in the round of 16 and they finish third?
Can you bring up David T's comment?
Do you know, by the way, guys, just a stat I saw today when I was doing a show on my channel. Somebody tweeted, somebody just wrote that apparently Klopp has been at Liverpool for 9 years.
Hold on.
That's crazy.
Hold on. I think this is a 5-piece. This is a 5-piece.
See, that's why.
Damn bloody fool.
I mean,
he's trolling. He's trolling. I know
He's
David.
Everything's trolling.
I know David.
He has to, right? He has to.
He's trolling.
He got it.
Yeah, he's definitely trolling. But also, it still deserved a 5-piece. It deserved a 5-piece.
Can I speak on this?
About Klopp? Klopp has been at Liverpool for 8 years to 9 years. Klopp has been at Liverpool for 8 years to 9 years. You guys hype him too much. But why I'm explaining this is he's been there for 8 to 9 years and he's won 1 Premier League. And if you look,
bro, it's going against you guys. Like, it's going against you guys.
Yeah,
relax.
Listen, no. I just want to explain this because Chelsea gets abused. Other teams get abused. But within that period that Klopp has been there, Chelsea and United have been winning trophies. Klopp, yes, he's won the UCL and everything, but he's been there for 9 years, guys. And the way you guys, some people hype him as if he's done something great, being there for 9 seasons.
Why is my manager?
Of 8 seasons.
Why is my manager getting abused?
Wait.
Why is my manager getting abused?
Hold on. Okay. AK, continue then. Come to Abdallah. AK.
I mean, like, that comment, that Mega's comment doesn't make sense since neither Madrid or Barcelona are top of their own league at the moment. And so that doesn't make sense. I think, so apart from that, on Kane, CHH, I agree with you that, we have to see his performances in the big games because even in the big games in the Bundesliga, he hasn't been that great, if we're being honest. Against Leverkusen, yes, he scored, but he didn't do much that game. Same with Leipzig. He didn't do too much. I'm not going to count Dortmund as a big game because those guys just, the less said about those
Yes,
guys.
the less said, the better. Yeah.
But the fact is, HH, when they need him to score, he's scoring.
Yeah.
Like even in the UCL, he was the guy that got the 2 goals against Galatasaray when they were 1-1 at Istanbul. He was the guy that scored the second goal. He was the guy that scored the goal that put Bayern 3-1 ahead on United. So he's scoring important goals here. He's not just scoring random goals. I'm not saying Girona win the league.
Yeah. No. AK, you're gonna get attacked a lot in the streets, bro. People are attacking you a lot, bro.
I mean, I don't understand why I'm getting attacked because.
Okay, just clarify your points clearly so guys sort of know.
If you were to make a top 5 favorites for the UCL, City are the only Prem team there. City are the only Prem team alongside Liverpool, but Liverpool have gone down, that have been consistent over, say, a period of 5 years in the highest level of the UCL. Chelsea won it, but then Chelsea haven't been doing well in other parts of the UCL. City and Liverpool are the 2 teams that I always see from the EPL show up in the league and show up in the UCL. Now Liverpool are gone, so it's only City. That's why I'm saying the Prem is riding the coattails of Man City, because City are the only team that are doing well in the best cup competition in the world and in the EPL. If you were to put a top 5 favorites of the UCL, City are the only Prem team there. You can put Bayern in from the Bundesliga. You can put both Madrid and Atletico.
So you're saying that Arsenal can be put as favorites?
Oh,
Come on,
why
dude,
are
come on.
Arsenal favorites?
Wait, when
I
was
was
last time
just
Arsenal
trying to
wait,
defend
wait,
because
when
people
was
say
last-
I'm an Arsenal hater. So
When was last time Arsenal in the Champions League?
Well, when was the last time Arsenal got to a semi-final of a UCL?
Okay. We don't need to get. You don't need to get
I'm pretty
abusive.
sure they won it once at least. Go on, it's Arsenal.
I mean, yes.
Cup winners cup.
I literally said Liverpool and Man City. Now Liverpool have gone down. Chelsea haven't been consistent over 5 years. They were in the Europa League literally a year before.
I mean, they can't even qualify.
And another mid-table.
Okay. Zeman. So are you repping Kane and what he's doing? Because I know that you're a huge Kane fan, man. You have posters of him in your room, on your wall, and everything.
Yeah.
And stuff. You're like a big Kane fan.
Yeah, I'm
when's your Kane England jersey arriving?
I'm like, I'm a Blackstone fan. Your favorite player up top for Chelsea football.
Zeman, speak on Kane.
But going on to Kane, I mean, he's on track to finish off Lewandowski's track record in Bundesliga. Let's keep it real, bro.
He's an all-star.
Yeah, oh my God, you're a brick. That's not
See, man, leave me alone. Just leave me alone, man.
So Lewandowski had 53 goals in 2021, I believe. I mean 43 goals in 2021. This guy's on track to beat his record. But then again, it's not only about beating his record because he has to show up in the Champions League.
It will amount to nothing, Z-Man. It will amount to nothing.
No. My whole point is it's a record in Bundesliga, so he's going to hold that record. But the problem, but the more overarching situation with him is he has to deliver in the UCL. And the only problem is.
No. But Zeman, do you know what the key thing is? Kane doesn't care. See, for Kane, all Kane wants is a trophy. That's all he cares about.
About that?
Yeah, it's not.
Sure?
It's not only it's also a trophy and not to mention performances in the UCL. I think that's what's going to get him world recognition as well as doing well for England.
Wait, I'm not just saying real quick. I think same thing for Samasi and Casey. Before you hear, if you're on Android, wear headphones because there's an echo tax if you use Android.
I'm seeing that.
Yeah. So for me, Kane, if he ends up winning the Bundesliga and the Champions League, depending on whether or not Bayern actually sign a DM and perform to reach the semifinals, which they do have one of the best squads amongst all the other failing European sides, what would be considered success for him if he ends up being the top goal scorer in the Champions League, but he only ends up missing it and he has to also deliver in the Champions League knockout, because that's when you get judged, man.
Yeah, he has to basically he has to deliver in the UCL knockouts and against big teams.
Yeah.
If he does that, cool.
By the way, HH, I just want us to keep that same energy. I agree with you in terms of he has to deliver in the knockout stage. No. Let me just say, you don't even know what I'm gonna say. Deliver in terms of performances. If this guy is giving you playmaking and he doesn't score a goal, and you're out here saying, "Oh, why didn't he score a goal against whoever he's facing?" Whether that's a Man City and they miraculously win because of his playmaking. I don't want to hear this. Oh, where's his GA? I know you're gonna do that text, even if he ends up performing. You're gonna do that text of like, where's his GA most important games instead of performance, when you know that this guy is actually an excellent playmaker. So in that sense, keep that same energy.
Wait, Abdallah, what are you saying, bro? Abdallah, what are you saying?
We'll wait and see what happens this season in terms of Kane, because I don't believe you can take Kane out of Spurs, but I don't think you can take the Spurs out of Kane. Because let's wait and see if he does not win.
He lost 2 trophies.
We will shall see. Because there's something that you and me agree on. He is a human tree trunk, and sometimes I generally think I don't know what he like. Apart from when he doesn't turn up in the big games, he's useless. He's absolutely useless. So we'll wait and see what he does.
So are you saying that he's a stats padding merchant? Is the way you're saying?
Yes, he is. 100%. He is 100% a stat padding merchant. He must win something major this season. If he doesn't, I'm rooting for Bayer Leverkusen.
But he's saying this. Are we disrespecting Churchill and Prince Charles by only calling him stats padding merchant?
By the way, HH, your King Charlie was in my ends, yeah. King Charlie was on my ends, and I wanted to see him. So I say, there's a guy called Sebastian Hope wants to say hello to you. And the guy looks miserable.
All right. I'm gonna go to some jobs. I'm gonna go to some jobs.
No. It's an
looks miserable.
So shout out to Father Alvaro. Didn't City baptize Prem Zad and friends 6-0?
Good question.
That was
W question.
Was that a league game or a UCL final?
League
oh
game.
My God!
Was that a league game or a UCL final?
How? Imagine you're fighting relegation, and like you have to...
Okay, first of all, Casey, what the hell was that? So, Casey, your abuse and your disrespect towards Chelsea isn't. Casey, I know that we made Messi cry in 2012, but I'm sorry. Okay, I apologize. Your rudeness towards Chelsea is uncalled for. Okay, and we are never getting relegated because we're too big to be relegated.
It's happening now. Like you might fight relegation, and you have to beat Manchester.
No, there's no might. There's no might.
We can quote you on that, right?
No, you can't. QC, it's a brothel. How can we seriously rate a brothel?
Facts.
The same brothel that houses the legitimate UCL trophy. That UCL trophy won in 21 we're still the legitimate UCL winners.
Let's be honest. You're gonna get. Bent
you need to wear a mask.
You're gonna get bent over differently. No pause.
Shout out to Rodney Antoine. I'm gonna ignore you for that.
That's wild.
That's wild. Which team right now looks truly outstanding compared to prior years? Has the ball quality gone down? Look. City, 100%, yeah. No. City are a very, very good team, but 100% like individual quality has gone down for sure. Definitely. I can't name you 5 outstanding individuals in football right now. I can't name you 5.
Nico Jackson.
No, but teams today will like
Sterling.
But teams today will still like destroy like.
Yes,
like teams from 2000.
Teams now would beat the living crap out of teams. No, yeah. Casey, it'll be interesting. Because
I'm taking this City team over any Milan team from the 2000s easily. Like they will absolutely destroy them.
Hold up.
Much better,
bro. Casey, Kaka.
Yeah,
the chef and Seedorf in transition.
Yes, I'm taking like you take this City team is much more athletic than them. They would absolutely destroy.
Bro, Kaka would destroy them in transition.
You talking about no. In terms of transition. like in
we will
terms of
talk about
transition.
this, but no, Havoc, we will talk about it. But we're talking about number 10s anyway, right? Like,
Okay, yeah, we'll get there. So,
Oh, Lord.
Samasi, Premier League is a farmers' league. Pipe it down. Oh, sorry, what is it? Father Alvaro, top 3 strikers right now based on consistency and big games. Not Morata.
Number one, Morata.
There you go. So Father Alvaro, may God guide Kylie and Mbesti safely to Europa. Why? Like, why would you put that? And Half Hope Snow Bunnies. Is Ben short for Benjamin? Renew your bleach package. No, shut up, you stupid moron. All right, so guys, it's only fair.
That's crazy.
It's only fair here that we go to our resident Miami-based Argentine here. So, Messi.
MLS lives. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Drop it.
Okay. Yeah. Let me. Hold on. Are we officially saying that the MLS has a Ballon d'Or?
3 Ballon d'Ors. 3 Ballon
Yes. Kool-Aid. We got one, right, bro? We got one.
We got one. Messi has been in 3 different countries.
Appreciate you.
Wait. Okay, so hold on. So let me come to this first, because this is really about number 10s. Yeah. So obviously, Elias, he named 2 guys who I rep. Oh, but by the way, I'm currently winning the bid on the Riquelme jersey from eBay. So hopefully that shirt comes Wednesday.
Well,
how
much? Send a link so I can.
Send the link.
Yeah, let me go. I'll bet you.
I'll look for it. It's all pricey, man.
How much have you bid in
that's a
AJ?
yellow.
How much?
Zima, that's a yellow.
Thank you
That's
for
a messed up
informing
thing
me,
to.
HH.
Zima, what a messed up thing to say. That's a yellow. Wow. What's a messed up thing to say? So let me ignore that prick, Zima. So Elias, when you just look at that Zidane Messi thing, are we losing something of not having the number 10s, or should we praise Pep for how he's evolved football into the trash we now see with that freaking dinosaur Haaland and so forth?
I would say it's a complicated topic because he is a treble winner. But you could come at this like from multiple angles. You could say like, hey, you could come at this saying like the characteristics of like the number 10, they're like kind of outdated. You can say, hey, football
outdated. I hate that word. Are they outdated?
No, I mean you could say like for modern football, I would say possibly.
They're not. I don't think they're outdated.
Wait. Hold on. It is.
No, because for example, like you say like, what's one of the characteristics that like super successful teams do right now? It's that extremely high press and that work rate and what number 10s they lack. It's that like high press, for example.
I disagree.
No, but then I would also transition like, hey, the change from individuals to systems, something like that, and the no longer requirement of like specialists in the game. Number 10s that they like on a specific role, and that's why I'm saying like the characteristics of a number 10 and with like systems, you need players to play in different roles, not just like a number 10.
So that's my thing though is why does that have to be the norm? Because I think the beauty about football is there are many different ways to win. There's not only one way to win. What I don't like is like, this is what everyone does, and everyone must now follow the whole thing. The whole point of a football match, see, why was Brazil-Italy the ultimate match that people watched? Was because it was one style against another style that were drastically different from one and another. Because here's the thing. So if you stick to this one style, Pep is always going to beat you. Because Pep knows the style very well. Why was that game against Inter so fascinating to watch? Because that style by Inzaghi was a old school 3-5-2 style with wing backs that threw off an unbalanced Pep and Hamilton, which is why tactically Inter really won that game tactically until Lukaku said, "What's up?" So my thing though is, if you have, because life is life, we are gonna have another guy like a Totti, Riquelme, Aymar, Messi, Neymar. They're going to come through from Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, wherever. It's going to happen. So the thing though is, if somebody is that good, why not give them the keys to the kingdom to have the freedom? Why be like, no, it doesn't matter how good you are as an individual. You must come into this whole system crap and build that bum ass Pep.
Maybe the consistency. Because for example, I know like you bash them and like, but Holland and Kevin De Bruyne, like you say these guys are like they don't have that flair that these players that the old school players have. But they're extremely consistent. You know, they drop what's it called 20, 30 like.
But are they entertaining? Do they make you fall in love with the game?
But what's it called? Like football has now switched from like a sport to like a business. People are around want results right now. Like for example, and it doesn't matter how you play, just as long as you see like that profit margin increase. You know, the titles come into. It doesn't matter how you win. For example, like Chelsea, do they play brilliant football? No, but sometimes they win. You know, like teams right now,
they never have played brilliant football.
Exactly, they don't play brilliant football, but they win. And so I think it's also like a fact of just football now being a business and not, you know, like trying to specifically entertain.
If you go for it, what's your thoughts on it?
I mean, the interview was fascinating. It was one of the great interviews I've watched. Two incredible players. I think the number 10 for me, it's never been about work rate because I find it very like, I don't think it's the correct thing to just say the number 10 is gone because of work rate, because like I find the way we like criticize players like Ozil, for example, saying he doesn't work hard, I think that's disingenuous, because just because he looks languid or looks like very effortless on the ball doesn't mean he doesn't work hard. Like, people press. Like just because they don't look busy doesn't mean like they don't work hard or they don't show work ethic on the pitch. I think the most important thing is in the positional play system that European football is based on, you can't move out of your position. The number 10 is the guy that drops deep to get the ball amongst the center backs. You'll see him on the left wing, on the right wing, everywhere. You can't do that these days because teams will take advantage of the spaces that number 10 leaves behind, and that space turns into overloads turn into chances may turn into goals. So you have to have a very structured type of football. But just look at the Copa Libertadores. Fluminense, they play how like Fluminense play a number 10 the way the number 10 has been played before. They rely on overloads. They don't really play positional football. It's much more functional.
Relationism. It's relationism.
Yeah, relationism. It's definitely possible, HH. I think nowadays the number 10s in academies are being taught to play as number 8s. They're taught to, they're taught to, stay in your position. You have a bit of freedom here and there within like a certain area, but you can't, drop this deep or come this far because
what you're saying, right? But what I always say is the beauty about football is it is not an exact science.
Yeah, correct.
It never will be. So my thing though is you will never have a scenario where you create a tactic that makes you win 10 times out of 10. And my thing is that all it takes is for 2-3 exceptional individuals to change the course of the game. So you can put everything right tactically, the pressing with and without the ball. All it takes is for one moment of magic by an individual or two individuals to get that goal or to get two goals, and that's it, and you've won the game. Hence why I feel that, because my fear is, which is what my fear was watching that game, is that I was saying that the game is going to erase any possibility of another Zidane and Messi all the way through. So if you see this 9-10-year-old who is showing this amazing ability and imagination, our coach is going to be like, no. We're not going to give you that freedom to really show and decide the game based on your individuality.
I mean, HH, if you just look at I actually watched a video of Man City's U13s playing. They're playing a positional system, rigid tactics, and all of this. I'm like, I get it, but these guys are 12, 11, 13 years old. Like, why are you?
Yeah, that's what I speak on him. Yeah,
all of these tactical instructions on them. Just let them enjoy the game, and play with some freedom before you start adding some more tactical instructions to them, because I think because I think I don't know if you've read this, but Pep's assistant coach Lilo, he actually put an article on the Athletic where he said that in the pursuit of perfect football, we've not just eliminated the bad players, we've also eliminated the good players.
That's on him too, because he also carry.
No, but because you see, because it goes into, because people kept on always has been asking me about this stuff and everything, is football becoming less entertaining? And my thing that's yes or no, because there is some truth there, because you have to remember that everything needs to evolve. Everything needs to improve. That's just life. Things get better and you improve. Oh, this doesn't work. Oh, this can be done better. But this is what I always say to people. Why did you fall in football in the first place? There are two reasons why you fall into football. One is that team, your dad or whoever took you to a game when you were 4 or 5 years old. So you have an affinity to that team because it's literally is linked into your family. The other reason is it's a player. So that player and that individual drew you into football, drew you into the team, and you now follow that team. Those are the two main reasons why you end up getting into football. So my thing is that if we take away the individuals, you're pretty much taking a big reason. There is, a whole bunch of guys on this channel. A big reason that they got into football and supported Barca is because of Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho literally birthed a whole generation of guys who got into football. So, and Dino is one of the casualties of what is happening. But okay.
Yeah, so I mean, that's my thing here. I mean, the number 10 is gone because it's not feasible in today's game. But there's always cycles in football, As a 9, at first we wanted this poacher number 9 who could just finish chances inside the box. Then the craze became around a false 9 who could drop deep and get involved in play. Then the craze became around an outlet 9 who could, run in behind and get on the end of chances. Now it's back to a poaching 9. Same thing with fullbacks. We wanted overlapping fullbacks. Now there was inverted fullbacks. Now we want 4 center backs. And then some people still now want overlapping fullbacks. So football always changes. Like it always goes in cycles. So I won't be surprised if the number 10 comes back in another couple of years. A coach comes up with a radical new innovation that allows the feasibility for a number 10 to exist, whilst the structure of the team is not compromised.
No, but see, my fear is, because you're right that it comes into cycles, and I want someone else to jump in. I'm going to Zima now. I'll come to BMF then Zima. So, because my thing is, managers now have more control than they've ever had.
Is the manager.
And if they have this control, why would they want to relinquish this control? So I can now control every facet of every game and not leave anything to chance. So, okay. Let me go to BMF and to Zima then. BMF, your thoughts?
I think the number 10 situation, I think, it's not only, I can't put this only on Pep, but I also think other managers also, being involved with this also has changed the game. Yes, there was a Brazilian footballer, Ganso. I think they made an article about him, like how his career has ended up, and he's a number 10 that likes to dictate the game by himself, by the way he plays the game. But nowadays it's dictated by the coach. It's not only the number 10. I look at, for example, right now, center backs, for example, at Brian. I look at Lewis Dunk. This man, once he was coming from the academy or was playing football, they would never tell him that, you have to put your foot over the ball, to just try and try and make your opponent compress you and then release the ball. Those type of things, those little things in football, they just changing once in a while. So the number 10 situation, I don't think they're extinct. I think there's still some couple of players in the world that in different leagues that actually still doing what the number 10 is. But also now look at the number 10, they're giving you different roles. They're not only asking you to just create, they're also asking you to be a good counter press, a good counter pressing player. You have to be able to counter press. They also make run to the box, and score a lot of goals.
Yeah.
So those type of things that they're expecting more from a number 10 that use number 10, like like we watched back in the day, don't normally do.
Yeah, no. It's so like there was no pressure on Totti or Dino to get a whole number of goals. They were there just to create and to control and to dictate the game.
No, but I also think like right now in football, like that pressure is on number 10s. Like for example, now you have to be like, for example, wingers now have to score and create. And so number 10.
But yes, that's my point. So my thing is, I remember, and it goes back to this generation and how they appraise things. Because my thing is that because we're so obsessed with goals, assists, goals, how many goals did you score? And I noticed that, bro, if we're just focusing on goals, then Dini is a bomb. Because Dini was not a high volume goal scorer. But Dini, even he said, no, I pride myself more on the assist than even scoring the goal, which is what Messi was saying. Messi was like, oh no, there are times when the pass, a really good pass, is just as fulfilling as the really good goal. So, but the thing though is, and I think is what BMF is saying, everything is a hybrid now. So rather than being a specialist, we now have jacks of all trades. But I feel that football is better when we have specialists rather than guys who can do a multitude of different things really well.
When Klopp came to Liverpool, right, he said the no playmaker in the world can be better than the counter pressing. Like when you came to, like, he was like at that moment. I can't. That's why I said you trying to put him. I can't really blame on Pep because like Club 2, low key, this counter pressing stuff, this gang pressing stuff. You made all the coaches, other managers start just start taking your principle, taking your ideas and start using to that team. Now kids nowadays, they the kids that didn't get to watch Dino, see what Dino was like. I know they're getting coached like, oh, you have to play like this. You can't basically like a robot. You can't express yourself. You can't have that freedom.
Okay, let me bring in Zeman. What are you saying? Zeman.
I think this whole discussion of the number 10, it's kind of, I look at it this way, right? No truly functioning team presses with 11 men. No truly functioning team presses with 11 men. And I think when it comes to the number 10, you look at somebody that's...
Wait, Zeman, what do you mean by 11 men?
I'm talking about your pressing system isn't reliant on 11 men in order to get it right.
You mean 10 men, right? The goalkeeper don't press.
I mean 10 men. I meant 10 men. No pressing team relies on more than 10 men. And when it comes to that, I look at the number 10s, right? Number 10s are known as they're primarily known as the playmaker. So playmaking is the art of creating space. That's what it is. Whether it's through your dribbling, through your passing, your ability to innovate and create chances and get that spark moment that your team needs. Now, the whole idea that the number 10 is associated with a certain position has disappeared, but I don't think the number 10 itself has disappeared. I think that you look at players and they might not necessarily have the full complete package, because when we think of number 10, let's be honest, when we think of number 10, we think of the whole package. Dribbling technique, you think of close control,
passing vision.
Vision. I think the number 10 has been specialized. You look at KDB, his specialty is is delivering the final ball. You look at the likes of Trent, his specialty is crossing and being able to generate space that way. Now, when it comes to this whole idea of like certain positions or certain talents disappear, to a certain extent, I think we're looking at it from the scope of, let's be honest, guys, the fact that we had Neymar, Ronaldinho, and Messi, arguably the most talented players to have ever graced the game, that people would argue, is crazy. That we had them back to back. That's a crazy stat. The fact that you had the likes of Neymar, who's extremely talented and who's well versed in every single attacking situation. The fact that you had Messi, Ronaldinho, who's very innovative in his creativity. We haven't had players like that don't just come back to back like that. It's very rare, and we've been privileged in a generation in that sense. Now, this whole idea of the number 10 disappearing, I don't think it disappears. I think at some moments, as much as Pep says he's reliant on systems, there's always going to be that individual that makes the difference in that system. Yes. Because let's keep it real. I even look at tactical situations where managers are talking, like for the likes of Pep, he has KDB, and he talks about how reliant he is on KDB to create those chances for him. And he talks about how individuals take responsibility in the attacking third. Once they get the chance, it's up to them to make the decisions. And there are cases where there are certain number 10s that have freedom, but I think the freedom is going towards more so the flank. Like Eden Hazard had freedom, but his thing was, well, you could drift in and be that creative outlet. You don't have to drop deep into pocket space. You have freedom, but your main priority position is off the flank.
I think also the key things were because really Zidane was really of an era before Messi. I think how much instructions did Aimé Jacquet, what's it called, Lippi, Del Bosque, how much instruction did they really give Zidane?
No,
really. But now every player is just inundated with all this data and instructions. So,
but then again, like for me, it's like the number 10 will come back. It's just this whole idea that it has to be central to be a number 10. I think that idea is disappearing. The whole idea of it being central, I think it's going to come back over time because at some moments you're going to have to be reliant on individuals, and there are going to be cases where you're going to need to attack the space from central, and you're going to need a technical player that can do that could have that instant spark instead of being on the flank. And that in itself, it's like football moves in cycles. There's going to be a moment where teams are going to find out that you're playing a compact system, which the game is called compact midfield. You're going to have that individual spark that can create that transition, that could create that pockets of space for your team in order to hit them in the counter. And I feel like, and by the way, in the interview, I don't think they were going towards the 10 ending. I think even Messi said it. I think it's a misinterpretation. Messi said that the number 10 isn't only defined solely by that position. Number 10's just moved to different areas, whether it's a number 8 or out on the flank.
No, but I think that's like in basically it's true. The number 10, how we knew it is gone, but it has evolved. The number 10 doesn't exist because Firmino was a number 10 for Liverpool. Essentially, the role he had was of a number 10. But in the classic sense of where, you were a midfielder that was specialized in that position. My best example is Firmino. That is the evolution of the number 10, was what Firmino was for Liverpool and for Klopp.
But I feel like the art that we like, the expressions, artistic expression that you have, some of the greatest players ever expressed, themselves on the field, that will never. I don't think that will ever disappear because you will always have players that can control the ball. You will always have players that can dribble and be innovative at times. You will always have players that can have that creative spark. It's just we're at a moment where we're not producing arguably the greatest technical player. There isn't a vision of that. And I feel like to a certain extent, it's just a generational moment. Because the person we're supposed to be looking at as the primary key for the number 10, when we look at number 10, is supposed to be Neymar. It's supposed to be Hazard. You have a gap in that generation where we're seeing players that aren't primarily defined as the technical leaders in their generation because they're either too young or they're too old. They're past their prime. So it's just like we're at that state, I think, in number 10.
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Who is the closest to number 10? If you look at these young players, 20 to 25, who's the closest to the number 10 in that area?
Musiala. Florian Wirtz is up there.
I was going to go to Wirtz because for me, Musiala is more of like a dribbler. I don't think he's really like a number 10 creative facilitator. But this Florian Wirtz guy and the role he's been given, that's the closest thing I can think of. If you're talking about that age group, beyond that, I mean,
Cole Palmer.
That's a good shout.
Why did you laugh? That's not wrong. It's just a Cole Palmer. I just don't think has the.
Honest, Foden should have been that.
But he's not. It's true, but he's not.
By the way, pull up Nemo's comment. He said footballing is not about roles, not about positions. I think footballing is just it's primarily it is position based. It's position based more so than roles because we have players.
No, Nemo. No, you have to flip it. Football is now about positions, not roles.
Yeah.
People don't have roles. You have a
area. You have an area.
But basically, because people have multiple roles. I told you, Totti, you are just here to create. That's it. You are our creator and our playmaker.
I don't know about that.
Like Makalele, you are just there to be the full DM. De Bruyne has three different things. De Bruyne has to cross the ball. He's got to now try to bring the ball up, and he's got to try and now take shots. So he's really got three different roles that De Bruyne is required to do. Bernardo Silva, you are controlling the center of the midfield. You're controlling the width of the midfield. You're helping to create. You're going in and out of the striker. So now for managers, it's like you're not a specialist. You've got to do multiple things. Defenders now, no, you're not specializing in defending. You've got to be good on the ball. You've got to be able to be press resistant. You've got to be able to now receive the ball under pressure from the keeper. So the defender right now has, so every player has to be also skilled. For a striker, no, finishing into everything. You have to know how to receive the ball. You know how to hold out the ball. You know how to pass the ball. Be able to play with the strikers. Know how to now come in deep. So every position right now, you need to do multiple things. Back in the day, striker, that's it. Finish. Specialize into doing that. That's all you are focused on. Number 10, create, pass. That is all you specialize in that skill. Now, no. You're not specialist. You need to know at least be adept in 3 different roles now. So the role players are gone. Their role players are gone now.
Look at the fullback, for example, right? They were fullbacks, overlapping every time. Now you have to know how to play the midfield. Now you have to know how to receive the ball, progress the ball as a fullback now. So
no, Splash, no. Yes, Totti was very skilled, but Totti's main role for Italy and Roma was to create. Yes, he could score. Yes, he could do free kicks. But his role, his instruction was the main thing you focus on is playmaking. Now, all because you focus on that doesn't mean that you can't try and take a shot.
Can you bring up David T's comment?
Yeah, bring up David T's comment. Yeah, can I talk about
Well, that's a good shout. That's a good shout.
Okay. So Jason was already saying, I'm coming to you, Casey. Jason.
Yeah, Zima was right. Like the football's changed. Like it's become about like your position and your roles. Like, look at Liverpool. If you talk about that Klopp team, the famous 2018, 2019 team. Didn't have a number 10, but you say they're number 10s who the players that acted as number 10s would be your Robertson, your Trent, and your Firmino. And then your actual strikers would be now your inside forwards, which are Mane and Salah. So it's completely changed.
Yes.
And this whole thing of what the sick thing is about football nowadays is Bruno Fernandes is your modern number 10 in some ways, because as disgusting as that sounds, that's what he is for the team.
Yeah.
He's the main source of creation for the team. That's what your number 10 is. It creates chances, meant to be that link between your midfield and your attack, operating in between those spaces. That's the sick thing about football now. But see, football's slightly going a little bit back because you've got your little Vertzes are coming up now. He's your actual, like proper old school number 10, you say, that works in position, because we've seen it change when you saw Mesut Ozil and James Rodriguez. Those were the big number 10s, you say, back maybe 6-7 years ago. But then football evolved into having 2 8s and 1 holding midfielder. So the number 10 it wasn't needed necessarily because you have other players who can fill.
No, basically the striker could be the number 10.
You have other players that can fill that void that number 10 would occupy, because the whole point is there's less. What was it? There's less. How would you say? The risk of. So your number 10s, you're relying on individual brilliance that in matches. That's what. When you want to watch football, you want to see exciting moments. That
yeah.
Like Ronaldinho, like if you watched all those YouTube clips back in the day, that's what makes it exciting. But people want results nowadays, and there's a lower level of risk if you just have your number 8s. Each player has a role, but they can do different things. So they're like Swiss Army knife.
Yes. So basically, you are increasing your chance of success. Yes. If you have more different players who are able to now create, that's increases the amount of chances that you can now create. So you're basically reducing the risk of, let's say, losing the game and increasing your chance of success. Yeah, whereas this guy is, because again, which is what Zidane was saying. Zidane was like, that's number 10 guy. Everybody looks to him. Give him the ball. So you were expected to just receive the ball, but now no. We have 4-5 guys who happen to have the ball. So you can't man mark anyone in City's team, because there are 4 or 5 guys who can do 3 or 4 different things. But if you're playing Brazil or Barca, man mark Dini. If you're playing France or Real Madrid, man mark Zidane, because that's the guy that everybody's going to look to engineer the chance of getting a goal now. But if you have fast guys that can do it,
and on top of that, it's easier. It's much easier now for smaller teams to focus on the system rather than have a star-studded individual. And that's also something like, for example, like look at the national teams, for example. What are the teams are doing well. It's not teams that are like completely stacked with talent. It's teams that have an organized structure, that have players who know their roles. I mean, who can perform different tasks in different roles, in different positions. And what's it called? If smaller teams are able to compete with these teams like R9s, Ronaldinho's, Messi, and everything, you have to focus on that structure. And when you have that structure, it takes away from the individual. And like Japan, Japan's like a perfect example.
Let me quickly hit this to Dubinsky's guys and come back to you. From Father Alvaro, Uncle Moo is holding the last remaining number 10 back. Oh, dibs?
No, Lukaku.
Damn bloody fool.
That's what you
said. You said it. You said it.
You did say it. I mean, you did say that.
No comments. Shout to Whimsical Thought, man. Thank you for the dot, Whimsical. Thank you for the dot. PNP is essentially in making a council walk. So number 10s enjoying a playboy lifestyle and attitude to training wouldn't be tolerated. But classic number 10 from Riquelme to Zizou sides to inspire dreams and engulf kids into what is possible with the ball. You see, but I think it goes to the point that AK was making. I think there's this misconception that the number 10 is this guy that can do anything they want and they don't work hard. To create and to be the playmaker, you have to work damn hard. That is a massive responsibility. See, here's my thing.
No, you don't.
No. But he's saying like the characteristics of the number 10. Like for example, like if you're gonna be doing a counterattack, who would you rather have? Like Zinedine Zidane, like running a counterattack? Would you rather have like Mbappe, for example?
Yeah, and this is quantifiable also.
But my thing though is that there are different situations you can have in a football match. So in a specific football match, Zidane can help or Dino can help me greatly. Because Zidane and Dino can do things that Mbappe can't. Now, Mbappe can do things that Zidane and thinking had. So, but the whole point is that there are different ways to win a game. There isn't just one way to win a game. So this idea that's like number 10s are no longer needed because their uses have now been they're now useless in terms of how they can help you win a game. It's stupid.
Even players.
There's like more people going into like. Oh, okay. Well, I'll finish my point and then I'll let you go, Zeman. Would you also say right now there's more like people going into becoming like athletes rather than footballers?
Yes.
Like for example, when you think about Conor Gallagher, Lukaku, are these amazing footballers? No.
Mbappe.
No, these guys aren't amazing footballers. Haaland. Yeah. Like these guys are fantastic athletes, and I think that also it goes back to like, hey, these guys are gonna be there for you consistently. For example, these guys aren't gonna be having like long stretch of injuries.
But I still think
and like
everything. But see, my thing about but it's one that Winston is making is that like, look, at the end of the day, guys like Riquelme and Zidane, these are the guys that make football interesting. And this is what I always said, and I said this in the Premier League. Name me one player in the Premier League you look forward to watching.
It's not
about the team. It's about the team.
That's a red.
My problem with that assessment is like, if you're facing, let's say tactical scenario, right? You're facing a deep block. You're not going to be reliant. You're going to be reliant more so on a player like Hazard than compared to Mbappe. Because you need somebody that actually has a technical excellence to hold the ball in deeper and tighter situations, and they're able to pick apart the defense with their passing. Like for me, that's like 10s will always exist. I just think this whole idea where 10s completely disappears, where technical excellence we're only saying that because we had the privilege of having back-to-back great players. Like Neymar is an all-time talent. Messi is an all-time talent. Ronaldinho is an all-time talent. Like these type of talents don't come around like back to back like that.
So it's that because we don't have those talents, we shouldn't try to bring in and build a team around certain individuals.
No. For me, it's like this, right? The players we talk about in the modern era that have freedom, right? For example, i.e. Neymar and Messi, they have freedom, right? In terms of where they can pick up spaces. That's because their talent dictated that. Their talent literally dictated that these guys can fit into different situations.
Exactly.
You want them to go central, you want them to go out wide, they'll do it. You want them to pick up.
So okay, so here's your stance. Since there are no players coming up of Neymar and Messi's level, we shouldn't allow them to be given that kind of freedom.
No.
Exactly. That's my point. Yeah.
No. My thing is, I understand the whole like PMP is taking over the game, but technical quality is still a part of the game. There are technical excellence. Like Musiala, I think he's technically good when it comes to dribbling. You mentioned Verts. He's really good at picking up pockets for spaces. My thing is like the whole number 10 idea hasn't necessarily changed. It just transformed to different positions. When you have a number 10 that's so special to the point where you don't care where he's at the pitch because you know he's going to create something, those type of 10s aren't necessarily in this generation. Let's keep it real. Like those type of 10s are generational talents. Like we've never seen before. I don't think there's a talent of that caliber.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me bring in. So, Casey, your thoughts on this, Casey?
Okay, here's the simple thing, right?
Okay.
Football is basically a product of its time, and in today's world, we can predict the future relatively well. So if we can do that, then systems are gonna overtake whether you like it or not. Like for Pep, like he knows like how to beat an average Premier League team, which it's for him it's just like a simple algorithm. It's basically an algorithm. He can just put in 10 track stars and ask them, okay, this is how you press them, this is how you do that. Because at the end of the day, average.
He's not wrong.
Because that's how an average Prem team operates, and he has been doing it pretty well. And this is same for like in every league. You know like how an average team operates in any league. So you can just come up with some kind of algorithm to beat them, which he has.
Yes.
So
wait, are Chelsea below or above average?
Casey, don't answer that. Casey, continue. Casey, continue.
Yeah, like that's a very
Casey, don't.
Just look at the league position.
So and we are gonna be pretty good at like predicting things. So football is gonna become a sport of athletes with a very good system. So say goodbye to your number.
No. Casey,
say goodbye.
See, that's why Casey is hitting the points that nobody wants to listen to, but it's the true points. Because Casey is so on the money. Because it's sort of like because I was actually even talking to my brother about this, like wrestling. We're saying that, bro, Vince McMahon is a genius. Wrestling now for me is trash, but we said we both respect him because my brother said wrestling has always imitated what is of the time and where is the world is, and it has reflected that. Culture right now is trash, so wrestling is trash. That's why wrestling is trash now. It's what it was before. The way the world is, it's about look at where we are in terms of data, data gathering, research. So when you have all this data and data gathering, my thing, why Casey's on the money is the ball is rolling. Why? So when you have all this data, and that means you know. I know 9 out of 10 that if I use this system, I can beat this team.
No. But that's not even it. Using Pep, his team has the best technical quality in terms of around the world. Like for me, you could say data is a part of it, but data will also show the most quality when it comes to your dribbling excellence, when it comes to who can create space. That's also put into consideration.
No, yeah, of course. Those
look
things.
Look at the likes of Bernardo Silva. I don't think technical quality will all of a sudden disappear.
No, but Z-Man, here's the thing. We can all agree that Pep's players usually don't do well in other teams.
Yeah, no.
There is a bit of system tax on them.
No.
Yes.
You can say
there is a heavy system tax on Pep players. Like let's not pretend that.
Wait, hold on. I'm not go around the room. So let me come to Hokage. Hokage, your thoughts on this whole number 10 thing and whether it's going out of fashion and stuff.
Wait, so the conversation is if it's going out of fashion?
No, so basically this was in response to the Zidane and Messi interview and just talking about where is the number 10 gone, and will the number 10 ever go, because the class of number 10 doesn't exist anymore. And will it ever come back, or is it gone forever, based on how football is not about systems and teams now?
I don't know about any true number 10s that are coming up right now. I don't think there's any. So there you go. There's no number 10s anymore. You can't take anyone. Number 10 is a special position. If you don't have the quality and you don't have the ability to play it, you probably most likely will never be able to play it. And if there's no young talents coming up that fit the number 10 role, then yeah, it's dead. KDB's the last 10.
So I mean, so would you call Vets a 10?
No, not really. Not really. He's like him and Musiala are like inside forwards behind the striker. They're not 10s. They're not KDB. They're not Ozil. They are not these guys. Those are 10s. These two are not 10s like that. I can't put it exactly into words, but if you just watch them, if you take a minute to watch Verts for 90 minutes, you will easily be able to identify like, nah, this guy isn't Ozil. This guy isn't KDB. This isn't. You'll easily tell if you sit down. I mean, you've watched plenty of like Musiala or something like.
Oh yeah.
He's not
No, he's not a 10. He's not a 10. No,
he's not a 10. Verts isn't really. Verts is a very creative player, but he doesn't fit that standard 10 role that we grew up seeing. Now maybe the 10 role gets changed a little, and maybe Verts is your new kind of 10. Maybe that's the case, but. Right now, the guys of Ozil, KDB, all those guys that came before them, they're gone. We probably won't see it for a while.
Elijah, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I even put in the comments before my mic died. Honestly, within the next 10 years or even less than that, I think the game will move to like a positionless type of thing.
Yep. Yeah.
Because it seems like as everybody said, it's more athlete based. And let's be honest, the game has been really athlete based for a while, but we're now just starting to see this more because of how the game's evolved, sports science and data and all that. Like, it's crazy how, like, instead of players being criticized on what they do with the ball, what you see through their talent, it's really now about, like, what's his heat map or what's his expected goal.
Yeah, XG, bro. I hate that crap, bro. XG.
Like, it's really confusing. Like, like they're putting these GPS on these players to see how many kilometers or miles they could run in a game. Like, it's wild. But like, I get it, it's needed, but then at the same time,
No, because you notice how, like, before a player comes on, the assistant coach basically makes him look at like 4 or 5 spreadsheets. I'm like, bro, do you know how much info you're putting into a freaking? Because again, maybe call me a dinosaur and everything. I'm like, it's football. If a player's good, give him the chance to interpret the game. Because the beauty about football is that it's unpredictable. But people, that's too dangerous now.
Yeah.
If I'm a manager that's been paid a high amount of money, I don't want unpredictability. I want predictability because I want to increase my chance of success. So I don't want to leave anything to chance.
And
like
the business is pouring billions and billions of dollars into the industry.
Yeah.
If you're like the shareholders, what do you want? You want reliable success. You rather have like a reliable, like, for example, reliable, like consistency rather than like extremely high peaks of like
it's straight. Yeah, you want consistency. Wait, hold on. Elijah.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, I've noticed this not just now, it's like in all sports. Like, even when I played in high school and like early university, like, that's when stats started to show. But then now, like, even kids, have to eat and take in all this like information, this technical information, not talent information, but like the data information. And these are like, kids like 13, 14, to like 17. And it's like, whoa. Like,
that's for me, that's stupid, bro. Like, if you're 13, 12, play the game and enjoy the game.
Exactly.
You shouldn't be giving guys this data now.
But the thing is, we're not in that era, like mid to 2010s. Like, we're not in that era of talent anymore. We're now in the systems era, and everybody plays to a certain system. See, exactly. Like, what are you like? Everybody's now not really relying on talent. It's really now relying or magic. They're relying more on systems.
Yes, and that's the safer bet. Because you have to remember this, and this is the key thing. There is the manager and there's the fan. They are totally different. The manager doesn't want entertainment. The manager wants to win because he wants to keep his job. Because you have to remember, this is my job. This is how I put food on the table for my family. Exactly. So the manager doesn't care about entertainment. If I win and entertain, cool. My primary concern is that I have to win because this is a performance-related job that they're in.
Yeah.
But for the fans, no, we have other jobs. But we want it. Of course, we want to win, but we really want entertainment. But for the manager, I don't give a damn about entertainment. I want to win. But then but then it depends on the club and the expectation because see, Ange is in a very particular situation where it wins, but it's really about creating a culture that is
he's
enjoyable.
trying to change it. You could tell he's trying to change it because, like, I get it. He was at Celtics. It was really easy to win. But, like, you could tell that the guy wants to do something different. But I think it's also the people who are above him trying to hold him back as well. And that is true. Like, look at how they're coaching kids nowadays. Like, literally.
Wait, AK, is that thing true about the whole Raheem Sterling and Neymar?
Yeah, didn't you? He said, Terry,
what?
Your guy Terry Flewis, I believe he once said that he would take Sterling over Neymar.
Yes, he did say that. He did say that. I remember that.
Man, I want to see this.
AK, he also said that Sancho may be a better number 10 than Messi at the age of 20.
Oh, man.
You guys, English tax.
Shout out Terry Flewis, man.
Shout out Terry, man. Terry's the goat, man. Terry's the goat, man.
Like those like talented players, you know, like for example, like Ronaldinho, Eden Hazard. These players were all players who said like, "Hey, I played football to have fun. Like I'm not playing just."
Yes.
You
know, that's the for me. And see, that's the key thing. And even Dino, I remember I was watching like a Dino doc, and Rijkaard said that Dino had to be happy. Dino's happiness translated to his performance on the pitch. If he wasn't happy, it would affect his game. So Dino wasn't the consummate professional. Where no, this is absolutely professional. He was like, no, this is fun, and I'm here to enjoy myself.
And when you're seeing all this,
wait, hold on, Casey.
When you're seeing all this, you still think Pep hasn't destroyed football?
Casey, here's the thing. Pep has destroyed football in two ways. He's destroyed football in terms of, wow, the impact you've made and how you've changed the face of football is crazy. So you destroyed it in that sense. He's also destroyed it in the sense of you've taken the fun out of it because you've made football less fun. So he's destroyed it in both ways.
For us, okay, for people like us, yeah, but like I'm pretty sure like other people like.
For him, what Pep has done, because look at all the numbskulls now playing out from the back with brick keepers and brick defenders looking like complete morons.
Look at the Twitter accounts online that say like we need inverted fullbacks with high eights.
You see, I blame Pep for the issues we're having with Robert Sanders and everything.
Guys.
Hold on, Ziman.
It's a case of I think football was already evolving into that sense, and I hate when people use players like Ronaldinho. If Ronaldinho was in this generation, If Ronaldinho was in this generation, people will revere them as a special talent to the point where you have to make adjustments because he's that good. They would literally revere him as he's that good. You have to make adjustments.
Would they?
Yes. I feel
today,
like
would they?
You're asking me if a manager had the likelihood of getting a Ronaldinho-like talent, he's gonna say no to it?
No. Ziman. Would a manager today, seeing Dino in training, allow Dino to be Dino and give him the freedom to be Dino?
Yes.
I have a question.
I don't know about that, Ziman. I don't know about that. Hold on. Let
me land. We seen that with the likes of Neymar when you guys were criticizing his work rate and how much he works, but he still parties. We seen that with the likes of Hazard, but you think Dino's where they're gonna stop with this? No. Really, logically think through. You think Dino's
No, Ziman. I'm saying in 2023. Ziman, I'm saying not in 2017, 2018, 2023. Because how football is in 2023 isn't how it was in 2018 or 2019. So I said now in 2023, with where football is right now and what managers en masse are doing, is very different from what they were doing in 2018, 2019, 2017.
The only person I could see that could possibly only reject him is maybe like Pep because he's so rigid. But not every manager's like that. You're telling me Tuchel would say no to him. You're telling me Ancelotti is going to say no to him. Real Madrid is going to say no to him. But he's a talent like that.
Z-Man.
No, they're definitely not going to say no to him, but they're definitely going to limit what he does off the pitch.
You tell me.
Yeah,
a
exactly.
team like
That's the question here. Would a Ronaldinho level talent be allowed to express his technical qualities at the age between 10?
No, not to his full extent.
Not to his full extent.
In Brazil. No. For me, talent is talent. It's just about nurturing and giving it the right environment.
No. That's in Brazil, but when he now comes to Europe.
When he now comes to Europe.
No. But at the same
Wait, hold on, Zimmerman, make your point.
You guys aren't putting in the context of right now. You're using right now context, but right now context. You said if he comes to Europe, this guy is going to be a national treasure before he even comes to Europe. That's the way football is going to revere him. We've seen that with Neymar. We've seen that with Brazilians that are less gifted than Neymar. How much they've been pushed by social media. It's going to be the same type of event.
So hold on. So basically, all this is just a roundabout saying that Chelsea have to win on Sunday, basically to save football. Pretty much, that's what we're all saying here.
No, I just found it funny.
Wait, hold on. Shout out to Father Alvaro. Zad 10 kilos gained every summer. On that note, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. A la Chelsea, a la El Chelsea. Peace out.